And I thought this was gonna end last time, and it didn't. And that's why I was streaming it live. And you should have been there. Ouch, that leg hurts. Maybe if you don't run, it'll be okay. Oh no, am I not supposed to run now? Because I was shot in the leg. Oh no. Are we seeing those vents in the floor?
The cabinet is cleaned out, emptied. Probably guards' work after she was arrested.
Oh, we're gonna really use with some drugs right now. What did we miss here?
Two neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman having sex. A ray of backward motion explodes from his mouth to the roof outside, A prime, to then widen into a radius of locations in Martinez, B prime, B double prime, and B triple prime.
What is the point of origin, damn it?
It's not the roof, and had it come from the coast, you would have probably stumbled upon it while you were running around over there. This leaves the island in the bay.
I think the shot might have come from the islet.
It's not impossible. There is a narrow opening between the commercial area and the collapsed tenement north of it.
Is the location we've yet to rule out.
So it is.
For a second he seems tired.
You seem unenthusiastic.
I just haven't gotten a lot of sleep these past few days.
He doesn't really believe this will yield anything.
Maybe we need to go to the island.
The lieutenant sighs, looking into the cold distance across the water.
He is trying to justify it to himself. The lead is flimsy. You might as well go around Martinez looking under every rock and talking to every person. But what else is there?
Let's go to the effing island.
Okay, let's go to the fucking island.
He takes a second to gather himself, then
How do we
says,
get there? Joyce Messier had her sloop, but she's gone.
Lillian the nitpicker, she's tarring her boat.
Ah, yes, of course. The village. Let's go.
okay, Chair, we've got a plan. So you're telling me we can go to more locations. I could have never worked this out because we literally didn't have access to the location. As if so. That's annoying. Hey, man.
Oh, you're up. It's good to see you back on your feet. Did you like your room? I cleaned it for you.
I did, thank you. Big improvement.
You're welcome. I thought it would be nice for you to wake up in a clean
Aw.
place after you, let's be fair, defended this establishment and its clientele
Oh, he likes
from
me.
gunfire. Defended maybe putting it a bit generously, though. I had a great view of you doing nothing to stop those psychopaths. Then I crawled inside. Bullets started flying. Anyway.
Okay, well,
He really wants you to realize that he was also on the balcony looking by, in the danger zone, so to say.
I wish you a quick recovery. Also, you and your partner are staying here free.
hello.
now.
Oh,
This
Mars?
establishment supports cops. The stay is free, the drinks are not. It just felt I needed to specify that.
Where did everyone go?
Oh, you know, people don't tend to stick around after shootouts. Turns out they're not good for business.
What happened to the man with the sunglasses?
I don't remember everyone who comes here.
What?
And many
You're
people wear
supposed to.
sunglasses inside lately. Must be a fad.
By the way, where were you when it happened?
Where was I? How do you think I know the crazy shit you pulled off out there? I was there, out on the balcony, protecting my establishment. So, yeah.
Aiden, I'm good.
I guess I'm what you call a badass.
It really took courage. Don't pick at him.
Aw, I would never bully someone. Just nod. Stoically.
He nods back at you, even more stoically.
Look at us. Yeah, we're like two bobbleheads. We're just nodding. Aww. Also, I realized I'm covering the game. Let me do this. Now I realize I'm off to the side. I really screwed over this whole camera thing tonight. I shouldn't even be with my camera. On. That's better.
Just two badass men nodding stoically.
I would never bully someone. Bunny, why are you lying?
Make that three.
Who?
The lieutenant is nodding too, hands crossed.
Oh my god, all three of us were nodding.
Right, thanks.
No problem. They'll come back. They always do.
Bye.
Hey, man.
Hi again, gendarme.
Bonjour. What is it about the way he carries himself?
It's the sports. He's a sports guy, all about that
course.
physical prowess and athletic
Of course,
skill.
chat. It's the
Nothing
sport.
else here.
Of course. Of course, it's the sport. What else? It'll be. Am I crazy yet? Wait, this is killing me yet. What the frick? You guys, what do you,
Bye-bye, gendarme.
goodbye. You have anything to say yet, pal? You got something to say, pal? No, I'm gonna try running again. The Jamrock Shuffle.
Seeing you approach, the bruised
Feel right.
man clenches his fists.
Yeah, I think he did. Wait, I'm gonna not make it. You know, I don't want to know what could have
Oh,
happened.
it's you.
I don't
Didn't
want to know
think we'd
who
see you
had
walking
plot armor and who
anytime
didn't.
soon. Elaine, look. It's the cowardly cop.
Huh?
Oh, I didn't notice there were two of them.
What?
Hey, Camilla. He looks up, his eyes full of confusion, as if he'd just woken from a deep sleep.
Our condolences for your losses.
Says with a little nod, but the remaining high boys don't seem to register his words.
Is he okay?
Does he look like he's okay?
He does not. His unshaven face is almost grey, and he reeks of piss, sweat, and booze.
I barely was yet.
He wasn't. That's the thing. Titus, Theo, Dennis, Angie, they're all gone. But he got away without a scratch.
There's nothing left. Nothing.
This is a broken man. He probably feels that he should have been
Oh,
able to
survivor
protect the others
bias.
somehow.
Survivor.
And now he feels guilty for not dying with
Survivor.
them, or instead
thingy.
of them.
What are you thinking, Ken?
I'm not suggesting much. All I'm saying is, he lost everything.
It is tough, but you need to get off your ass and finish this.
What?
Now, Wild Pines, all the people responsible for the death of your friends. You're just gonna leave it like that?
Sons of bitches.
Go, survivors go, yeah. You know something Miss when he sinks down on the table, get a malevolent smile spreading across his
Was
face.
this really the best idea? I guess you may have prolonged his existence a bit, if he can still remember this when he sobers up.
A malevolent smile.
If you think this will keep him from offing
Oh.
himself, I'll make sure to remind him. So far, I've just been pouring whiskey in him to keep him sedated.
What's gonna happen now? The Hardy Boys now that Titus is dead.
Titus, is fucking dead.
What's gonna happen to the Hardy Boys? Look around you, man. This shit is done. There are no more Hardy Boys.
You two are just going go back to hauling containers in the harbour.
No, man. I don't know. I guess the Union will still be policing the neighborhood, but who's gonna do it now?
You, Eugene.
Me? No, man. I'm not a leader. You know, Titus only recruited me because I play the guitar. Said the team could use the morale boost.
You can do it. Eugene Boyce is quiet the ring, doesn't it?
What? Fuck no. If I'd stay, we'd keep the name to honor Titus.
The noble thought. You're gonna do it right. No one is born to lead.
Titus was... But thanks for the
If
vote
it
of confidence.
helps in any way.
If I don't stick around, it's all over. So, I guess I sort of have to now.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You know, you got this. You got this.
I haven't got shit, Al.
This is not completely ludicrous. Him and Titus were the only detectives of the bunch. Titus more, but Eugene at least knew how to think alone.
Okay.
Big gear, guys.
Yeah, you too. It's a rough world out there.
Maybe you
It's
guys
not
should become
easy being a
cops.
cop. We were too hard on you.
You guys would be really funny as cops.
Both of you. We shouldn't have fucked with you like we did. You got between us and a lot of bullets in that fight. Matinees owes you one.
That's kind of you to say. Take care of your friend, okay?
I will. You take care of yours.
Nods to
A
you.
sharp pain shoots up your side and into your stomach. You must not look too good.
Oh.
Luckily, it passes.
Ow. What does this say?
The graffito has been painted over the traces of the fight that took place here. It smells of blood and heavy fuel oil. This was Cindy
Oh,
the
yeah.
Skull.
Cindy.
Looks like Cindy the Skull finally found the words for her masterpiece.
The lieutenant crouches, touching the fuel oil with his finger.
Looks like it. Yes. This is still fresh. It wasn't here yesterday.
I smell heavy fuel oil.
And blood. Some of it is even yours.
Heavy fuel oil. Isn't that flammable?
What are you trying to imply, Fingers?
You could buy some smokes, light up a ciggy and throw it in there. You know, just to see what happens. See if it's flammable.
No.
It's better that way. Safer.
No, I'm good. Okay, do you have anything to say? At the whole
Mon Dieu,
end of
officer.
events.
It is worse than I thought. Believe me, I know all about that kind of pain. I've had hip trouble for the past week. Maybe it's time to slow down, enjoy life a bit. Anything I can do to assist you?
Yes, no, we're not doing us. We're not arsonists. You can't make me.
You
Good to
see
see
a
it.
set of
You're still here.
Everyone says you started crying in the middle of a firefight and then bled like a pig. I guess that was cool.
I guess that's true.
Cool, cool, cool. That's very cool to Kuno. Just don't think because you got half your dick shot off and you're an invalid now, Kuno's gonna treat you different. Kuno doesn't reward weakness. It's business as usual with Kuno.
Not asking if
Kuno's
it's
cold like that.
Okay. Can we finally figure out what's going on with him?
It's not Kuno.
Finally.
It's Kuno S.
Act on it. And separate them.
You know, psst.
Fuck you whispering about?
He's whispering too. He's going with it. But watch what happens.
Fuck you whispering about!
She puts extra stress onto that word, expecting it will make you uncomfortable.
If Kuno wants to whisper, he's gonna fucking whisper, okay? Let's whisper, pig.
This is it. You've got him. But be careful. You can still fuck this up. Don't make Kuno look bad in this.
Up with her, she's terrifying, crazy scary.
Crazy? You don't know the half of it. She's not crazy. She's insane. Dangerous. She's smoked a man. She's done people in. Probably even
She's a
pigs.
what? I like the little portraits for each character of the dialogue. Yeah.
Stop talking to him! Kuno, I'm fucking warning you! You're gonna get us into shit!
She understands what you're trying to do.
Yo, see? Did Kuno not tell you? Kuno told you. Kuno talks to whoever he wants. Talk, pig. Kuno's got it under control.
He hunches down
You
again.
did it. They're separated. He's even turned his back to her so she can't read his lips.
You mean she smoked someone?
Kuno means she killed someone. That's right. She's a killer. Like, actually
I'm
a
sorry,
killer.
what?
His little green eyes are fixed on yours. He's meant everything he said before, but right now, he not only means it, he is sincere.
Wait, if she is Kuno, that would explain things.
Fucking yeah. Kuno knows you don't want to face this right now. This dark shit. Kuno faces this shit every day. Makes Kuno's skin crawl.
Aww. I mean, murdering someone is pretty terrifying, yeah.
She's probably killed a pig too. I mean, I'm pretty sure she has.
Okay, how many cops has she killed then?
Forget Kuno said that. Kuno was just shitting. Kuno was just running his
Whoa.
mouth. Kuno's
I
stupid like
don't
that.
know if I can believe you or not.
A cop would be too large for her to overpower, but a determined child of her size can still kill the vulnerable, the elderly, the homeless, or other children. The creature peers at you both
Oh,
from
no.
over the fence. There is something searching in her eyes.
You know, do you think it's possible that she killed the other children?
Kuno falls silent. He does not look at you when he replies.
Kuno, that's it. That's what Kuno is starting to think, yeah.
He usually looks you
What?
straight in the eye. A little something just crumbled there.
You think she has anything to do with the dead man?
Kuno wasn't around, and C was with Kuno. Told you this already.
Who were you?
Look, Kuno's gonna put you at ease. We didn't do it.
He speaks
Okay.
the truth, my liege.
You said she's insane?
Yeah, she's psycho. None of that kiddie psycho. Cat burning shit. She does
Oh.
the real deal.
Whoa,
Yeah.
it's the real deal.
Snuff radio shit. Believe me, pig, you don't want to know.
And he doesn't even want to think about it. This isn't just another boast.
Okay.
What's that language she uses?
Fuck knows. She says it's the song of her people or some shit.
What people?
Crazy people. The fucking Nakis. I don't know.
Sounds boreal, like something from the tundra and tiger-covered Cutler, Isola. Far, far away from here. As far as possible, really.
You know, could she be Surinamese?
Suroese. Like that man from Helmdall shit. She could be. She could be that Helmdall shit.
Revelshot does have a small Surinamese
Laser
community.
King XP.
Or she climbed into a yakberry crate and was shipped over accidentally.
Is she a sister?
Fuck no, she's not me sister. She's just a stray who got in. Like a mad dog or some shit.
Right.
Yeah, she was just there.
He points at the palm behind the fence.
What was that, Kuno?
The little one twists her neck looking at the building.
She was in the hallway. Dripping wet. By the fucking shoe rack. In the dark.
That way there with Janice's closet.
Yeah, that's the place. She was just balled up near the closet. Psycho style.
Why was she dripping wet?
Kuno's got no fucking idea. Her hair was all wet. I think she pissed on the floor too. She was there for 3 days, in the corner, every time Kuno went out.
That's kind of scary.
You said she got in now.
I dunno. Someone left the door open. Kuno comes home and she's sleeping under the desk, under a pile of clothes, like a dog.
About your parents.
Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit. Doesn't even see her there. Or thinks it's fucking Kuno. Shit's all on Kuno.
Kuno-S, two of a kind.
Why is she called Kuno East then?
Because she fucking looks like Kuno.
I don't know her name.
No one knows her name. Kuno told
What?
you this shit was psycho killer.
How are you dealing with all this?
How's Kuno dealing? Kuno's dealing just fine. He doesn't need you
What?
fucking with any of it. C doesn't either.
Is Kuno insane
Kuno's got
or
this shit under control.
what?
Need backup. I'm here for you.
Listen. C is Kuno's go-to. Kuno's protecting her. You fuck with C. You fuck with Kuno. You threaten her. You threaten to take her away.
This is what it all comes down to. He needs you to take him seriously now.
I'm going
God,
to kill
Coda.
you. I'll run when you put the cuffs on her. Sneak up on you later and fuck you up. You understand?
Understood, Kuno.
All right. Now we can do business.
Business?
Yeah? What do you want? Kuno can hook you up with...
He starts no longer whispering.
Came up with shit, Kuno.
See? Relax. He respects the Kuno. Kuno made him respect the Kuno. You respect the Kuno, you get all kinds of shit. Kuno's gonna get you hooked on illegal narcotics. If you run a little errand for the Kuno, get you hooked, pig. Get his hook in you. Then Kuno gonna get you hooking for more. Cash in big style. Pig hooker. See, it's tension and release with Kuno. Now we
I mean, this is
listen.
what we were after. We need the
pan
we need the
buying shit,
trousers.
That's on now too. 90% discount for Kuno's pig. Kuno can flex. Kuno
$50
flexes for
though?
hobos.
Oh.
Kuno sees you're in need.
Buy the
pig.
pants.
We're falling now. Performance buddies.
You know, unzips his jacket again and pulls the pants out of his plastic wrapping.
Kuno can already see you soaring through the air like a fucking eagle. Pig's in Kuno's debt now. Money debt.
Money debt doesn't
I'm not in
mean
debt. I just
anything.
paid you.
He's just saying words. You're not in his debt.
What was that about running you in here in an illegal narcotics, Kuno?
Kuno gets it from his dad. Kuno and his dad are major suppliers. That's where Kuno gets his lightning on. Problem
Sorry,
is,
what?
Kuno and his dad had a little falling out. Now junkies clawing at Kuno's door. Streets going mad. Kuno's got to throw his dirty popo man at it.
Okay.
Dirty popo man is you. In there is Kuno's violent dad on steroids. Kuno's dad does steroids and speed.
What?
If you can take him, you can have half of the speed.
Who's your dad, Kuno?
Kuno's dad is a fucking monster. He's the most violent man in Revachol. He doesn't give a shit about a single thing. He drinks too.
Are you sure you can take on the most violent man in Revachol? In your condition?
In my condition, no way.
How much of are we talking about?
Like half.
He says very confidently.
Half of what?
A baggie, but like in this vial.
That's half a gram, sir.
Half a gram.
Yeah, half a G. Want it or not?
There's not very much Euro at all.
Fuck you talking about half a G? This shit is giant grade A shit. So clean you can barely see it.
You can barely see
Bruh.
it because there's barely any.
Made up my mind, Kuno, and this is what's gonna happen.
Okay, Kuno's listening.
I'm going in there for justice. I'm a narc, Kuno. I'm gonna confiscate that crap.
Sure. Confiscate it for Kuno, and you can have half. Just
You
get in the
what,
apartment
Kana?
building. Kuno knows
Why?
you fucked your way in. Kuno knows everything.
He aggressively points at
Go
his
to
eyes.
room 12, first floor, and kick down the door. Police violence style. Kuno style. And then it's action time. You're locked in the room with violent fuckheads. That's it. Next time Kuno sees you, you better have his shit.
What the hell are you signing us up for here?
Come on, Ken. Obviously, we're not take it. We need to keep drugs away from a minor.
Okay then.
Game
Watch
off.
out, pig. It's a dangerous world out there. But Kuno's got his eyes on you.
that supposed to mean?
Who knows?
What a weird kid. Like, honestly, what a weird kid. Hey, but also lurk. Hi, have fun lurking. I want to deal with this now. Sure, Chair, let's deal with this real quick. Then we can go hop on the boat. Weird kid, I do
Just
love him,
an
TBH.
ordinary war.
Yeah, he's really grown on me.
Trying to sneak up.
He's really grown on me. The only door we haven't opened. I should have quick save.
A shabby door hangs oddly on its hinges, secured to the doorframe with a safety chain. An unpaid energy bill is attached, threatening to cut off the electricity. It's addressed to Mr. Uno Doroita.
Like we found where Kuno's dad lives.
And the place comes with 3 months' worth of utility bills.
Look, Lily.
No response. The apartment numbers have fallen off the door, leaving the panel with a sticky 1 shaped shadow and a marker drawn 2. You'll need to equip the chain cutters to enter. Snip
I
right.
can try without. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try.
A shabby door hangs. oddly on its
83, we got
hinges.
this.
Snip. The cutter goes
No.
through them like dead leaves. The links fall to the ground on the other side of the door.
I know there's no stopping you, but let's at least make this quick.
Okay, I'm pulling out my sword and... I mean, actually... Why is this sword when I can pull out a gun? Oh, he's not home. Take some money. Uno de Ruta is the name on an unfinished homework. From 2 years ago?
A phone book lies open on the table, covering a stack of utility bills. Right next to it, in plain sight, sits a small bottle of amphetamine, conveniently equipped with a straw.
Lieutenant, I've located psychoactive substances on this table.
Good. Confiscate it.
The minuscule amount of amphetamine doesn't interest the lieutenant in the slightest. He listens instead to something in the other room. You pocket the bottle as if it were the most natural thing in the world.
Uh-oh. Yes, doing something sour as he did.
A bundle of clothes heaped on the bed, a stained parka, some towels and a duvet, some socks even. In the dark, it looks like a nest.
Lieutenant, look at that pile of clothes.
The lieutenant has covered his nose. Slowly reach out your hand.
Something underneath there is breathing. It's not too late.
Oh,
No one's going to blame you for backing out. You don't have to do this. Just get out.
keep extending your hand towards the
Your
pile.
hand touches a greasy duvet covered in cigarette burns and ketchup stains. You hear a growl. There is something alive underneath it.
Oh my god, it's an
It's
animal,
deep.
isn't it?
In suffering somehow.
Oh no, pull the blanket off.
You see a 60-year-old, fat, red-headed man passed out
No.
from large amounts of alcohol and God knows what else. The smell of shit rises from his mouth. You don't have to take him down. He's already down.
Damn, is this thing even alive?
I'm afraid it is. Look, it moves.
He points to a fleshy lump sticking out from the other end of the blanket. The limb seems to be twitching from time to
And
time.
look, the other foot is camouflaged by a striped sock bearing the name Max Tor on the sole. 3 toes are poking out of the hole. Max Tor is a gas company. He's wearing free socks from a gas company. They probably came with the bills. A groan rises from the man's throat, dry like a death rattle. He's trying to say something in his sleep.
Figure out what he's trying to say.
The man groans once again, but his tongue keeps failing him. It's impossible to make out the syllables. A hand emerges from the blankets, trying to gesticulate something. And then it dawns upon you, clear and surreal. Pigs, he says. He's trying to call you pigs.
You're awake. He's awake.
His hand falls back on the bed, limp
Wow.
and defeated. A
I
loud
can't believe he
snort
woke up just to call me a
escapes his
pig.
mouth. He's asleep
What
again.
a son of a
At
gun.
least he got to say his piece.
Is this Kuno's father we're seeing?
Well, judging by the color of his hair, I would say yes, it is.
The lieutenant's right. The man's unwashed hair bears a familiar ginger tone. Even the hair on his chest is coppery. The light from the window falls into his half-open
This is
eyes.
kind of sad.
I was expecting something worse.
I think he's still quite bad. I mean, what he has come to.
The lieutenant tilts his head.
This man won't be feeding his family anytime soon. Not that he was, but at least he won't be beating his son.
A pair of half-open bug eyes is staring back at you from the dark, empty, and frozen. It's clear that the person behind them is not awake.
Hold on, what happened to his eyes?
Can't you tell? It happens to exceptionally committed substance abusers. They fall asleep with their eyelids still open.
That's a
Not a pretty
thing.
sight.
This is serious damage. I'm still not sure he's not dead.
Suddenly the man starts growling. 3 words manage to escape his mouth, along with a strong stench of alcohol.
He's trying to communicate.
Maybe we should help him somehow.
What is there to do? We could turn him on his side so he doesn't choke on his own vomit, but he's already on his side.
Nod.
We could take him to Remedy or Saint Baptiste, but he doesn't have money for medical services. The almshouse would turn him down. They don't do charity for people who are trying to kill themselves. Besides, he'll be dead in a few.
Lieutenant stops listening to him.
Years, months, weeks. The pile of blankets grunts miserably.
I took your amphetamine, old man.
Silence. Only heat emanates from the sleeping body.
Wow. Wow. It was kind of just depressing. I don't have an awful lot to say about that. Wow. Hey, Kuno.
Fuck does Kuno care?
The boy turns to you. He doesn't care.
I don't care the drug search.
Alright, so you got Kuno's kilo. Here is how we do it. First, you give Kuno Kuno's kilo, then Kuno gives you half back. That's how we split it. It's the best way. Street way.
Aren't you gonna ask how I got past your dad?
Word on the street is, you sent your little friend in dressed as a hooker, distraction style. That's some sick shit.
He nods approving to the lieutenant.
Not a single muscle moves on the lieutenant's
What?
face.
Kuno,
Kuno
please.
wants to hear all about it, but first we split the kilo, then we shoot the shit.
By kilo, you mean gram, right?
Kuno knows what Kuno means.
Kuno means gram.
I'm keeping it. You don't need more drugs. You're 12.
Alright. Kuno knew you'd try that sneaky pig shit on him.
Tell him, Kuno.
Kuno's got brains. This shit doesn't surprise Kuno.
Kuno.
So Kuno's gonna give you one more chance. Know this, pig. Shit is major.
Major fucking choice, pig.
Kuno won't take this shit
Kuno.
lightly. The pieces are moving, pig. This is fucking domino shit.
It's hard to see how not giving a boy a bag of amphetamine would cause some catastrophic cascade response. Hard to see, but easy to feel. Somehow, this will change things. It's not hard to see at all. You hand out drugs to kids. The lieutenant's faith in your judgment will diminish significantly.
Forget it.
Tick, 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 tick. Decision time. What's it gonna be? You gonna fuck the Kuno?
Just staying with me.
Alright. You fucked the Kuno.
Oh, 70
Everybody,
XP.
Kuno got fucked by his pocket pig. Just when we getting our business on, the pig throws it all away.
I told you he
Oh,
can't
no.
be trusted. I told you he'd steal the shit.
Relax, see?
Who
We
knows?
got plenty of Kilo underground, in the tree. This ain't about that.
He turns to you.
This is about you and Kuno. You mismanaged this shit. Now everything is fucked between us.
I was
How are
like,
we
some of
gonna
the
make
drugs
this
are
up to
not
the
capable of
Kuno, huh?
implications.
There is genuine disappointment below the act, sire. In truth, Kuno doesn't
Aw.
really believe there's anything you can do to make up for this. The damage is irreparable.
You know, I mean, you're dead.
Yeah? How the fuck are you still alive, pig?
You know, your dad's half dead alcoholic. He was sleeping under some clothes.
What?
His eyes become large and round.
His posture changes. The swaying rooster motion stops for a second. Then he gets it going again, reorienting himself.
Fuck right. Kuno's dad was sleeping like a bum. Kuno told ya. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit about anything. Fucking
No.
breaking and entering shit. That's nothing to Kuno's dad. You got lucky, pig. Kuno knew this. Kuno's fucking violent fiend dad's been drinking hard lately. Kuno knew you have a way in. Narrow window. Kuno window.
Kuno window?
Bob Anton tough kid. You don't have to be scared of him anymore.
Kuno's not fucking trying to be tough. This shit is real. Kuno's fucking violent dad's gonna be a vegetable. Kuno knows that shit. Stroke shit. Stomach fucked up, and Kuno's gonna go out like that too. Gonna be just like Kuno's violent dad. Speed
Yikes.
shit, crime shit, fucking on the bed.
The frick does
Go
Kuno's
out
dash
West
kid.
Revachol style.
Okay, you're too funny for us,
Saying
Coda.
all this sad shit, Kuno.
This becomes smaller than usual.
There's a touch of grief in there.
Fuck you talking sad? Kuno's got hard shit, death shit, nothing shit.
Don't have to turn into that.
Get your fucking nun-ass out of here before Kuno fucks it dead. You think 'cause you took Kuno's speed, Kuno's gonna sub like a turn into... Kuno ain't turning into shit. Kuno is that shit.
I just feel really bad for him now.
Kuno won. Oh, you won, Kuno.
Relief is palpable. The little head jumps up and down from behind the
He
fence.
did not win. There is a crack in there now, and it's spreading across the face of his certainty.
It was a textbook with your name on it in the apartment.
Yeah, so fucking what?
It's Kuno, not Kuno. You know De Ruyter.
Fuck are you talking to Kuno about that kiddie shit?
Like it. Kuno De Ruyter.
He's trying to fuck you again.
Fuck out of here. Kuno knows it's fucking lame. That's why Kuno changed it. Kuno can change his name into anything. Gonna change my name into...
Don't change your name into that, Kuno.
I looked around there. It's not the easy life you've got going in that apartment.
The fuck do you know about Kuno's life? Kuno's got plans. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, we got plans.
You had tons of unpaid daily bills there.
Fuck right there where? Fucking 3 years or some shit?
You can guess.
Let me guess. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit about them.
Yeah, that's right. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit about that electricity and light shit. Just wants to pound on people and drink.
No place to live. You have to find somewhere else.
That's right. It's a shithole. Kuno's gonna move underground. Leroy shit. Ancient shit. Kuno's gonna live in a fucking catacomb.
Yeah, in a tomb, Kuno.
Kuno. Kuno, get a
You
job.
can guess.
That's right. It's a shithole.
Yeah, in a tomb, Kuno.
The ones who've overjoyed the prospect.
They're right not to give you the drugs. Let's conclude this.
That didn't change shit, pig. That only made things worse. Fucking social worker shit. It doesn't work, pig.
It doesn't work, Kuno. Only our shit works.
She must repeat it. Use every chance to confirm that version.
She's such a
of
bad
reality.
influence on him.
She tries to bind their fates together. She needs him. Bad.
The fuck about it?
Okay, we may be able to answer this now.
Here's the rest of his armor. Besides, he's curious. I got that.
Kuno doesn't give a shit about the armor.
How come?
That fucking had one thing majorly wrong with him. He's a fucking mutant.
Mutant.
Do you remember how he looked? Fucking growth hormone shit. He's a giant. The armor's too big for any man. Kuno doesn't give a shit
What?
about that freak armor. Kuno threw that shit away.
Oh, come on. He's just pretending that he doesn't care because he's too small for the armor.
You're just too small for the armor.
Get the fuck out of here trying to fuck on me with that midget shit. Kuno's 12. He's huge.
He's squinty you.
What are you? Fucking 80. When Kuno's 80, Kuno can fit 4 of you in Kuno. Fuck out of here.
Trying to fuck on Kuno.
What?
Fuck out of here.
You mean you threw it away?
Kuno tried to get the helmet on. It was too big.
He performs a kickoff on the imaginary helmet.
Kuno kicked that shit in the sea, rugby style. That shit means nothing to Kuno.
Threw it into the sea.
Yeah, that shit means nothing to Kuno. Kuno doesn't give a shit about material shit. Kuno's a fucking monk. You wanna fuck on someone about that armor? Go fuck the mustached union fuck. The jolly troubadour shit at the gate.
What?
What do you mean troubadour?
Yeah, cock and boot. You know that jolly union cow fucker? Came around talking about cows or some shit? Came around pretending
What?
like he cares about cows?
Yes, you met him at the gates. The one with the boots and the jolly smile.
Mean Manania.
Yeah, he's the one you want to talk to. He's fucking crazy about that armor shit.
Oh my god.
Coming here pretending like he likes cows. Trying to catch a peep at Kuno's armor.
Curious, my liege. Why did Kuno feed you this information?
And you just tell me this out of the kindness of your heart, Kuno.
Yeah, Kuno's doing charity today. Kuno Day. Kuno feels sorry for you two loser pigs. Kuno's doing pity now.
Still, seems
Um.
suspicious. He may have it in for that guy. Or you may be paranoid. That is also a possibility, sire.
There are contusions all over the body. Did you do that?
What are you talking about? What is this contusion shit?
Grabs its head like it's only
He
hurting.
says you're stupid, Kuno. They want to make you stupid again.
Yeah, the contusion is bruised. I'm talking about the marks on the stone left on the corpse.
Did Kuno make your shit sniffing harder? Obstruction of shit sniffing? This is Kuno's kingdom. Kuno
God, I
fucking
hate
rules
Kuno.
here.
You hear the lieutenant hum.
Your test.
Get lost.
Yeah? Yeah, whatever. The fuck do you good call, Pigmeister?
Okay.
Don't-
Unless you will suddenly talk to me.
I'll die before I squeal, pig.
Yeah, I guess we're done with that. Okay, look, I know that we just keep trying, but I really want to get into this basement. One on YouTube said that it's too late for me to get what I need to open this.
This orange machine is dead still.
I really want to
It
try.
has a hand.
I really do want to try. Get off. Physical instrument. No. No. You still go to retard container. Have a close this point? I don't know. I have no idea. Okay, this is my last chance to level it up.
Is dead still. It
Still at
has a
3%.
hand-cranked the ice squeaks,
Nah.
but you see,
Yeah, well, I have no...
sooner or
Wow. I gave it a go. What are you talking about, man? Oh, I've got some bad news about Ruby.
My man, you're alive. Almost. Kind of. Sort of alive?
Live and limping.
Man, what a day. I missed out on most of the action, but I heard it was quite the encounter. Had a strong sense of finality
Oh
to
yeah,
it.
but the game didn't end yet.
So what's next? You guys heading back to Jamrock now? Talk is local union muscle were behind it all. I'd reckon the case is closed, even if it kind of turned into a shit show.
I'm still looking around loose threes to try out.
Good luck with that, my man. Ain't easy being you, but hey, you're still breathing, right?
Met the lady driver on my investigation. She called Ruby.
Okay.
He seems a little
Is
apprehensive.
it wise to share information about the case like this, sire? Telling him is a really bad idea. The lieutenant throws you a quick glance. What are you doing?
Yeah, she slipped away. Don't worry.
Oof. Good on her. And good on you, too. Better focus your efforts on the bad guys. Mercs and such. Plenty of baddies to go around. And she didn't do it, believe me. If it's something bad, then she didn't do it. Didn't know her for long, but I know people.
Oh no.
He's relieved.
All right. That's enough sharing details about
Everyone said it was a
investigation
bad
for one day.
idea. Everyone said it was a bad idea, but I lied. Yeah. Are there any clues I missed here?
A lorry stuck, the window, fumes of...
No. I mean, what am I supposed to say? You're still here. Also, these flags are new, right?
The boyardero stares at you with respect, then gestures towards the trickles of blood adorning your clothes.
And she comes with the boyardero lifestyle, right?
There are types of danger. The one I'm usually concerned with is lung cancer or getting mauled by wildlife. Not bullets. It calls back to an older era where this was commonplace, though. You have a true boyardero heart.
Alright, so where is he from?
Hiding, gathering themselves. The harbor's in full lockdown, friend. No getting in or out, for the time being.
Gonna help me get inside.
No, man. Not today. Today is war.
He says it matter-of-factly, like it's no big deal.
What's gonna happen next?
Time will tell. I'll tell Everard you dropped by. I'm sure he'll be glad.
Give you a small wink.
What will you be doing now?
I'll be okay here, doing lookout. Quite the sight, aren't they? Getting to like that rare I am. Don't worry about me. I live to alleviate the worries of our brothers. See if any insane killers turn up. Then I'll run. And live.
Try not to get shot, eh?
I'm sure I'll be luckier than you, friend.
Friends as wide as the desert. Yeah, I'm actually logged out now. I can finally open the box. For $1. That box has been taunting me for weeks. And you can't even open it. I mean, do we fast travel? I guess we fast travel. What do you think about this?
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
I got shot.
Even I can see that. I told you not to bring your trouble with you, policeman. We've got troubles of our own here. Though I suppose you
Bruh.
took the worst of it. Turns out you were your own ill omen.
Woman chuckles to herself.
No time for jokes. Can't you see him in pain?
What do you expect? Police officers
Oh
get put
my
into
God.
dangerous situations
Oh,
all
I'm
the
looking
time.
for some sympathy
Sometimes
here.
they get shot. It's a rough trade you're in.
Oh, I'm looking for some sympathy. Hi.
Officer, what happened? You're limping. Why are you limping? You look terrible.
You're not limping. You're you.
Got shot on the foot. It's pretty badass. You would have liked it.
Is this from the shooting in town? We heard gunshots. Not that we don't hear gunshots all the time, but they were closer than usual.
There was an exchange of fire on Rue de Saint-Guylaine. It's nothing to be worried about, madame.
You should see the other guys. They're all dead.
So you're a killer. That's good, I guess. I guess. Better than being dead.
She just looks at you.
I
Her
didn't
tea-length
kill any of
skirt
them, actually.
flapping in the wind.
I maybe killed one, but apparently he lived.
I have a question for you.
Of course. Can I help you with something?
When you get to that island,
That won't be a problem. It's wind still and the tar just dried. We've got 2 days of relative sunshine ahead.
we borrow your boat.
If you promise to bring it back, and no scraping the hull, I just got it nice and yellow, and no drinking on the boat, and no joyriding either.
Bruh.
Of course, ma'am. It's only for a day or two. Official police business.
Aye.
If I want to rock,
See, that makes me not want to lend you my skiff.
Oh
On
my
a
God.
boat, rocking leads to capsizing. That there is an absolutely 100% rock-free skiff. You got that?
Okay.
there's sunshine. I just got a bacterial infection.
I'm sad to hear that. Take care of that with Ether, will you? Don't get too many RCM men round here. Be sad to lose the first one.
That's cool.
She's like the
You
one
boasted your
person who I've had
bacterial
no
infection
problem
like
with.
that.
We went on a date. It was nice. She's letting me your boat. That's nice.
On that island. Okay.
Hasn't been there herself. Who has then?
You haven't been there yourself. Who has then if not you?
My husband used to drink there. Him and his drinking buddies.
Oh.
Always seemed like a bad place to drink to me. People died there during the landing, you know. My mother told me.
This must be one of the many fortifications that was
You become
used
friends
in
if
the
this
dying
game ends
days
nicely?
of the revolution
Same.
against coalition forces before they took this city.
The kids sometimes go there too. I know they do, on rafts. I tell them not to, but they bring back old bullet casings and such.
Which kids?
The twins. God forbid they bring the girl along on some rickety barge.
Can we maybe ask your twins about that place before we go? Would that be alright?
Be my guest. They've a strange way of talking. See if you can get anything useful out of them.
Okay.
I seldom do.
Is there anything I should know about in there?
Well, most of it's sunken. Underwater. That means concrete underwater. Cut your boat if you're not careful. Be sure to enter from the south side. Water's deep there.
Thank you. Will you skiff get them in?
Please be conservative with the fuel, will you? Just filled her up, but it's a small tank.
You seen ya?
What are they gonna start talking about Skibidi Riz?
The
I wish.
scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone while the other watches him do it.
Okay, kids, you've been to the island, right?
And that iron.
The one who's busy kicking a stone points to the bay.
Yeah, that one. I know it's there.
That's, nothing. It's just a seafort and some plants. You can take a raft there. It's great. And we make a fire. We make a fire. Mm-hmm. Gather the sticks for the fire. And bullets. Or not real bullets, empty bullets.
Bullet shells. There are a lot of them left over from the war, but this could be important.
Wait, what do you mean shells?
I don't know what those are.
What then?
They're lights. The fire guy comes and asks us to put the fire out.
They
Wait,
must mean
what?
a human being on that island, but it's cut off.
Someone lives on the island.
No.
Lance is shaking his head vehemently.
Yes.
His brother looks at him, then at
Let's
you.
go with yes.
And then raises his eyebrows and whips out his notebook.
Why is he the fire guy?
Because
Boy pauses to think.
he asks to put the fire out.
Why does he ask you to put the fire out?
I don't know. He doesn't like it. He don't like people to be there. You shouldn't go. Yes.
Okay.
Mentioned something about lights.
I don't know.
Did you mean there are electrical lights?
He points to the street light.
Yes.
Is there anything else you can tell me about this guy? Age, does he live there?
No, he doesn't live there. I don't think. No, he lives there. Been there twice, 2 times. He doesn't live there. He isn't there sometimes.
Anything else?
Okay.
What does this guy look like?
I don't know.
They so much in unison.
Like,
We ran. He just yelled we shouldn't be there.
your father used to go to the island too, didn't he?
Our father killed himself. Don't say that, he didn't.
Brother punches him. The boy's eyes, well, like he's about to start crying.
I'm sorry.
The one says to the other, rubbing his brother's shoulder affectionately.
So he knows. Is there anything else you can tell me about the island?
There's,
Boy says, rubbing his eyes. Clearly there's no intention of finishing that sentence.
Lights. Fire guy. We should check up on that island.
Hey, Slap. Okay, what did I get out of data birth generator? Please be useful. I could really use some positive stats.
You were born in the year 07, in the last year of the commune of Revachol, right before it fell, in the old military hospital on the
negative.
ground floor, where people usually
What did it
came
not
to
be?
die during a snowstorm. The revolution had about 1 year left to go, and the fires were still burning bright. There were explosions in the blizzard. This was 44 years ago. You are 44 years old. The bloating might never leave your face, but beneath it, you still have some years. You still have some hope.
Right. -1 difficulty to physique passives and log. This went down by 1, I think. I don't know. Logic went up. Okay, so there's someone on the island. Doesn't like fire. Lots of bullet shells around. Old guns too, probably. Good
A
clues.
skiff with a
What are
small
the passives
steering
on?
engine
Oh,
in the back floats on the calm
passives.
mirror of the sea. Its 2 seats are empty. Once you get in, that's it.
That makes sense.
One pull of the starter handle, and you're off into the bay. A strange trepidation comes over you. Are you sure you want to go now? Have
I
you
was
made
sure,
all
but
the
now I don't
necessary
know that I'm sure.
preparations? Closed all your accounts? Remember what the net picker said. It's a small tank. You won't be going back and forth on this.
Okay. I don't want to. Have to. We'll never do that. That seemed to not work anymore. Nope. Maybe on the island? Undo. Maybe on the island? Undo. No clue. I'd find out more about that. Find all the gear I want to be in. I mean, yeah, I am. Yeah. Let's
the
go.
skiff floats on once you have you made remember what the net picker said.
Take
It's
the
a
intercom,
small
I'll load
tank.
the boombox. You heard me, don't make me repeat myself.
Fine, why not?
He shrugs.
Very cool. Now tune it to SAD FM. You know you want to. SAD FM is a radio station specializing in sad, slow
Oh
rock
no.
songs. You seem to know its frequency by heart.
You didn't ride to the island. Look at me. Look, I'm holding the boombox.
Want to be free. Want to be free. It will last forever. Eternally. Want to be free. Want to be free. It will last forever.
Glad you guys are rocking out. A long boat ride. Very sad.
Want to be free. Want to be free. It will last forever.
Uh-huh. Chapter 2. I'm still just in shock this game hasn't finished. I was there in a whole new area. This is crazy.
The boat comes to a slow stop. The lieutenant turns the engine off. Then there's silence. In the silence, a sputter of wings. A flock of quails takes off in the distance.
Let's go.
Climb out.
The chain trails off into the ocean, connecting the island to the supply depot on the coast.
This leads to the depot on Land's End.
Ah, yes, so it seems.
You think it was useful?
No! Hold up. I'm reloading the quick save. I ended that thought. In-game area.
The chain
Ah, yes,
You think it
for
was useful?
bringing munitions to the island, maybe? And supplies? You could also lock the bay when you raise the chain.
as a defensive measure, locking off that side of the bay.
Log from whom?
From enemies. Enemies of the
EXP.
commune of Revachol. This sea fort was a revolutionary fortification, I believe.
I see. Like always, we take the longest way there. Wow, that was not like a light trick, too. What's this? Inflammable? Some fuel's leaking out.
The dry grass crackles under your feet as you stop. Far away, birds' wings touch the still surface of the sea.
What is that flutter?
The flock of quail departs, now more than 100 meters away, 102, 105.
Underneath the flutter.
On the islet, there is almost no wind, just the light movement of air through the reeds. Bulrushes swaying on the waterline. Long dried leaves chafing against each other, like a silent orchestra tuning at the beginning of some major work.
To the west.
A silent hiss, sea air moving through the needles of a pine tree.
To the east.
The faraway roar of the city, distant like today's dream. Before it, the sound of sand, the low tide filtered through its grains, a bird tending to its feathers.
To the front.
A low hum. The air slowly moves through a concrete box, through its ancient slits and cracks, resonating, hollow. A big building.
To the way more front.
Air flows out of a pillbox window. There is very little there. The air cossets flowers on a meadow. Absolute silence. Reeds motionless.
Down below.
Col de Mamadakwa.
What? Boy.
Again.
Yes?
Momentarily, the sounds are swept away. Pain shoots up your right foot and into your groin.
Oh.
You notice how quiet it
I
is?
have. Is that why we're stopping?
Wait, I have to listen to one more
The
thing.
lieutenant nods in silence.
Oh. I see him. You train buttons to restart the entire game, pick different options on knowing how your own choices would affect the ending. You're insane, man.
ICM. This feels familiar somehow.
Yeah, and what is the ICM?
Insulindian Citizens Militia. It's the official name of the communal
This is
army,
bugged.
the black and white army of the revolution.
Sounds an awful lot like.
ICM. It sounds like ICM Revachol Citizens Militia.
It does.
Why?
The RCM may descend from the ICM.
Hey.
It's impossible to say. It was chaos after the war. The name was good for getting people to join us. Revachol West was mostly workers and criminals.
Nice political thoughts rush through your neocortex. A mediocre athlete would pant from dragging around his body on a busted crutch. But not you. You're thinking about politics with blood dripping down your thigh.
ICM sound like ICP. Very close to international collaboration, please. Nice and normal that way.
That's just a coincidence, officer.
Hey, healed
The
morale.
co-mill was founded in 32.
Thousand take the barrel.
White Star.
No, an upside-down star.
With its horns in the sky, the symbol of the commune.
Those speaks white. Are those speak stars
No,
too?
that's the uninhabited archipelago.
A DeLorean-era symbol of Insulinda, known as the face in the sea.
God, what's still doing here?
After 44 years? That's not nearly enough to hide what happened here, Lieutenant Freighter. One of these barrels was still leaking fuel,
Yeah.
as you saw. The city is full of things like this. Old bullets, guns, fuel.
Okay. Look, cool building. Oh.
An
Hey,
old
Monaco.
cylindrical generator is nested above the ammo lift, with makeshift electrical wiring running out of its side and across the floor. The cables disappear into the wall to your right. The lieutenant puts his hand on the metal barrel, checking for warmth.
It's cold now, but someone has been maintaining it. The wiring has been repaired.
Where do these wires lead?
Downstairs, somewhere?
Fine, generators
Liquid
this.
carbon. I would imagine it takes mazout.
He points the open fuel cab on the side of the dynamo.
The kind that's favored by vagrants and fuel thieves. It's been a long winter, long and cold.
If anyone stayed here, they'd need a generator.
On this
The
side.
hollow ring, the canister is empty. Dust falls from the generator and down into the ammo lift.
What does this mean? A generator
I
here?
don't know. I'm not a philosopher.
That is his idea of a joke.
I mean, why is it here?
Someone with basic electrical skills has restored it in order to keep the room warm. Maybe it's the fire guy.
The wind outside picks up suddenly, with a faint howl. Inside, it's warm.
Okay, maybe he doesn't want fire because there's so much oil around. In which case, I feel like I should not pour oil into this. Like, I feel like that could only go poorly. Bring oil into an unfinished generator. Oh my god, we can finally do it. Chat. Chat, we're wearing full phone.
Oh, glorious phone.
We're wearing full
You
phone.
wear the full set like a true-born hero. The ultimate performance of fun flows in you.
I feel so dynamic.
You are the most ultra of men. Peak performance. Go on. The fucking sunset awaits, phone rider.
Okay, I really thought I'd get an achievement or something for doing that. I didn't. Now I just feel silly. Yeah. I just feel kind of silly now. Fully phoned up. What's with the books?
Books and magazines lie scattered on the floor.
This is
and
probably
on
very,
a makeshift
very useful
cupboard.
for us.
They are not particularly well organized. Most are soft covers, serialized fantastique and detective stories from the 20s and 30s. This disparate digest includes the classic Animal Adventures, popular depictions of man versus nature by amateur naturalists T&T Harpin, husband and wife. Widely read by people from all walks of life. Who doesn't like nature? Who doesn't want to survive? Among what is mostly commercial fiction and serialized stories, you find a magazine cathodique for electrical engineering.
Oh,
Then
nice.
it's back to pulp. Light erotica, an international thriller about circuit benders.
Someone's made themselves a home.
Does anything stand... Oh, conceptualization. Shay, you guys got anything good for conceptualization? I love me some conceptualization. Good old conceptualization. Get it nice and early. Bump up your... Okay, that's good. We can get it.
Soft covers, serialized
Hey,
fantastique,
72.
and, oh yes, under the bed, there is a rather extensive collection of critical theory. That is, dour, life non-affirming left-wing literature, published by small imprints
man.
such as Abattoir Firm and Ouzia. It's not exactly light reading.
Look again, powerful communist theory, rigorous and truthful.
Ooh, yeah. I agree. Humanitarian sciences. It stands out. Not a lot of critical theory around in Ravachol West.
Your incendiary remark has failed to provoke him.
Oh man.
It's making a strong comeback. After all,
Kids dig the stuff. There was plenty of it in this unit in the apartment
That
building.
one student did have some, yes. It's still out of the ordinary.
the little books seem inconsequential next to the big pile of frivolous entertainment covering them.
Critical theory books. What do you think this means?
Again, I am not a philosopher, but whoever has lived here, they have some education and a certain set of interests.
Interesting.
Uh-huh. Interesting. Throw on my normal outfit again. Pick out the bed.
There's a greasy old spring mattress in the corner, resting
Dad,
on
I
piles
imagine
of
this is what all of
soft-cover
your beds
books.
look like.
White linen and a pillow are visible under a worn-out caracal blanket.
Someone has been squatting here. The linen is fresh, recently washed.
Your sign someone
A
lives.
flash of pain interrupts you, making you wince instead of letting the words out.
You know, officer.
What is this
you
pain
can
threshold
rest here
thing
if you're
doing?
feeling tired. I will keep watch. You could use some rest for what's ahead.
Maybe it looks shut-eyed just now.
You face the concrete wall.
Sure,
There's
what's the
less
worst that
light
can
there
happen?
in the dark corner. Like a dog, you lie there. You didn't realize how tired you were. Your body is still nowhere near healed.
Feel up with your knees close to your
The
chest.
blanket feels cold. The entire room does. Concrete and cold. Minutes pass. Half an hour maybe. The sounds of the sea beyond grow distant. Your eyelids close until you feel yourself standing up in the darkness, right next to the mattress. Slowly, the world begins to hatch from the blackness. It's evening.
Oh no.
Sleep.
You didn't say no to sleeping time, thank God. I wanted to grab those pants up there. Go outside to the beach. I can't. Here comes the good stuff. Please don't will or hint if you know something's coming up. I don't know who does and doesn't know what's gonna happen. Just on guard. Was only silence. Where are you? Go down to the chain. There's something there. Walk in the water now. You see her footprints on the water? Am I walking on water? Okay, this is a dream.
Dolores Day, the innocence of
What?
humanism.
Dolores
Internationalism
Day?
and the welfare state turns around to face you. She has an airship airbag in her hand. She seems to be in a hurry. Okay, don't say you need to talk right away. Melt the ice first. This way you're already talking. But you don't even want to talk to her. She would only be cold and mean. Let her go. Let her go. This is the Holy Queen of the territories of Muindi.
Is this supposed to be a
and
stand-in for my
Insulinda.
ex?
Think of the historic knowledge we could glean. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to win her back. Win her back? How does that fit in here? And what is the Holy Suzerain doing here anyway?
Hey,
Hey,
I'm sorry I shouldn't have bothered you.
yes. Well, I mean, no. But I am in a hurry.
Something is
I'm
off.
sorry. I was heading to the aerodrome. I just don't have time to...
He stops on the scene and glances at her right, then looks at her
She
bag.
means she doesn't have time to tend to your emotions.
I don't have time to think of my
She
emotions.
sighs and looks over her shoulder. What are you doing? Stop saying things like that.
We talk for a moment. We need to talk. We need to have... Where are you going?
I'm going to Morova. To live there, in Grad. It's 1 million kilometers away, Harry. Might as well be another lifetime.
In the bag.
Just my scepter, my globe cruciger, a spare silk gown, a toothbrush, travel documents, The crown of immortality.
Crown of immortality. I already wear
Oh,
one.
this.
He creates the wreath on her
This
forehead.
is just a wreath. The crown of immortality is made of rarefied light, mana and raw palladium. It was passed on to me by the rulers of late antiquity.
She looks at the suitcase, not knowing what more to say. Then, over her shoulder,
Anyway,
Oh, hi.
is what you want to say, but you don't. Hammers clang in the distance. Children laugh.
I want to go.
Where? There's water all around. She turns her face, and it's illuminated by the sign of the video rental. Red and cyan.
Red and cyan.
I can't help you. I'm total. Is what you want to say.
It was fine
The
already.
light from the video. I can't help you.
You stay for a moment. We need to talk. We need to have one
Everything
more
I've said
massive
is
epic
lies.
showdown.
no, Harry. No. I don't want a massive epic showdown. We don't have anything to talk about. It's all gone.
Oh God, whatever you do, don't try to kiss her.
You know what, is the audio working
Not
for you
after
guys?
that. You're still reeling.
The audio like cut
You'll
out for
fall
me.
over if you try now.
But I can see that it's working on OBS. What? Cutting out, yeah? What? Okay, I resell my keys and stuff.
But I bought you this figurine of a headless farm rider.
I don't want it. It looks expensive. I don't want it.
Well, you like figurines. I thought figurines were for getting you back.
That's not what figurines do, Harry.
The figurines don't do anything.
She looks at the headless found rider between your fingers and doesn't know what to say.
About the dice, I had some custom dice made in this place. A doomed commercial area.
Harry, I don't want things. I want to go to the aerodrome.
Okay, I won't give you
I
things
didn't
then.
ask for things. It's too late to give me anything.
Even unlock the figurines do
I would have
nothing.
liked the headless form
Figurines won't want
rider
it back.
back then.
Are you feeling you're not really Dolores
I
Day?
don't know what you mean. Dolores Day.
Or X something.
Wasn't I Dolores Day just a second ago? Now I'm the X thing? You're confusing me. Look, I have to be at the Lausanne Aerodrome at 10:20 p.m. I still have a light rail to catch. I haven't even bought the tickets yet.
I'm glad we're having this conversation. Much closure.
I'm glad too, but I have to go. My friends are waiting for me on the platform. I can't let them wait. It's impolite.
Yo, your friends. Say hi to your friends for me.
I will.
Did you before? Your voice on the
Oh,
phone.
Harry, you shouldn't have done that.
He shakes her head very slowly. The white hair brushing her shoulders.
What?
Call me like that.
You ruined it. There was still a chance. You should have waited longer. She would have called you instead.
I know you would have called me yourself if I had just let you. I was too impatient.
Oh, Harry, do you really think so? We haven't talked in years. I don't want to call you. I
in
don't want to hear
years?
from you. I think of you less and less every year. Weeks go by without me remembering you. Months already. Soon it will be years. Every season that passes, the light gets less
Been
clear.
years?
I sit there in Morova, in the holy gratitude of my bliss. I put my hand on my belly and smile.
The air gets cold around you. She looks down on her stomach, then up at you. Her eyes are full of tremendous distance and mystery.
Name.
It's Dora. That's what the voice said on the phone.
Or is short for Dolores.
Dubois. Yes. Dora Dubois.
That's why I think of Dolores Day.
Why what?
Edora Dubois.
Oh no. No. We're not doing that again.
Oh, the morning.
The morning? I don't understand.
Probably better that you don't.
Yes. It really, really is better that I don't.
Or your Dolores Day, Queen Regent of the territories of Mendini and Island. Other now.
Yes, Harry. I am. Things have gotten much better for me, now that I am the ruler of the known world. Oh God, it's already so late. I have to go, Harry.
A tiny golden watch with red straps around her bony little wrists.
You said I have a vast soul and you always come back to it.
We both said a lot of things. We were very young.
You didn't say it, you wrote it in a handwritten letter kept in my paperwork.
As Queen Regnant, I write a lot of letters.
He brushes his strand of white hair out of her
You
eye.
need to recite it to her. For effect. All of it. No summaries.
I'm right here, let me refresh your memory. Let's take a trip down memory lane.
Please, Harry. I just don't have time for this.
Every morning when I step out and you're asleep beside me, I find a little piece of sadness in me. Out of my chest down Voyager Road. Every step I take grows until by the time I reach the fuel station has filled me completely. Step on the light rail and look back. Something bow collector. I know it will be like this till I walk back to you. You, every step I take will get lighter. Almost makes me run. Sometimes I do. I can't believe I met you. Can't believe the happiness I feel with you. You have a vast, vast soul and I'll always, always, always come back to it.
Okay, stop. Yes. Are you happy now?
I'm not happy.
Then why are you doing this?
Being a police detective, I've performed a handwriting analysis on this, so I know it was you.
Very well. I wrote it. It was morning. You slept. There was hoarfrost on the ground when I left. On Voyager Road.
This
It
is
was
so
autumn.
sad.
The first autumn. But Harry, please understand.
I want to try to
it
get
was
like a happy
million
ending
years
from
ago.
this. I
No,
don't even know if that's like a thing.
it was 100 million years ago.
This may literally just be futile.
I was someone else then. Filled to the brim with love for you. Hanging on your every word. Oh, Harry, you were the coolest. But I am no longer that person. This has taken her place. It will devour you. Harry, I will eat your mind.
The light of the video rental shines through her dress now. A DeLorean figure, cut in black, moves below. It's still her. Her legs, her breasts, her hips.
Voyager Road, I know that place. Where is
It's
it?
here, Harry. We are on Voyager Road. At the end of it, 300 meters from the stop. We used to come here to rent videos. There,
House.
you could not pay the electrical bill. It became a lightless tomb. The years you spent training for the militia, my parents' money, it was not good.
Surely the alcohol
Oh,
didn't
no.
help either.
Like, were we drinking?
Everyone has a little glass of wine every now and then. I certainly do. It's a Queen Regnant thing. I don't think it was the alcohol. It was inevitability.
The bow collector, light rail, streetcar number.
42. That is the light rail that took me to Coron, to school and work. Every morning. It's the same stop I met you at, Harry. 100,000 million years ago. No human being should still remember the position of atoms such eons ago. It must feel unnaturally sad.
This is so sad.
A sadness so ancient. It is shared even by archaebacteria.
That was cool.
The coolest. With your leather jacket and your boot-cut pants. Smoking in the bus stop. I wanted you to be the rest of my life that day. And you were. Some of it, at least. You were my first. My first kiss.
Oh.
My first time to have sex. The first and worst time I fell in love. I will always have that with me. It's a fact. But that is all it is. It's like a ticket stub, Harry.
Oh.
It doesn't do anything anymore.
Ticket stub.
Yes, let's talk about that too. Let's bring it up, the zoo. In Le Jardin, the day we went east of the river, to the aquarium first, I was sad about my mother. I don't even know why. The shimmer of the fish tank on my face. The octopuses. It was just a day then, but to think. Were we there now, you could touch my hair, kiss me, talk to me about anything, go virtually anywhere in the world. Not like now. Now our interactions
like
are
now.
limited to pain and regret.
Aren't you turned back to the person you were? I can see her in you, under the gown in that
And my
wreath.
crown of immortality. No. You scared her out of me. With your crying, the awful time we wound up having. And the cheap rental flats you could afford. Can't you see? I can never think you're cool again. I can only think that way about new people.
A cheap rental with mold on the walls and the tap dripping. Nothing will. I've been poisoned by newspaper and news. All I can do is scream at them and think of her secretly.
Now, what happens now? What is the next thing we talk
Is
about?
there really anything left? If not, we can always repeat one of the things we have already talked about. Talk about it again. If you do not feel like doing that, you should let me go to the aerodrome.
I have to try.
Oh, you still love me.
I have to try.
With your feet trembling from the steps you took, tepid and fearful, you stand against her, her body close to you, radiating warmth. With your eyes closed, you move your lips on her mouth. She is not kissing you back.
Not back.
The moment is ending. She is going to move her face away from yours. Trying hard not to look at you. When she withdrew and you held on to her hand, she tried not to look at your face and see the expression there. Brother, you should put me in front of a firing squad. I have no words for how I failed you.
Yeah, suggestion. Yeah.
You're the apricot chewing gum scented one.
No, I'm just Dora.
At the end.
No, Harry, not yet. There is one more thing you have to see.
She slides her hands down her chest and onto her low stomach and smiles.
I'm pregnant.
Mine?
Of course not.
She looks down at the belly and up into your old eyes.
I terminated yours. Don't you remember? You poor fuck. Poverty-stricken
Like did game
fuck.
chill.
Now, go ahead. Ask me more questions. Let's talk about something else.
More questions. Ask more.
That's not a good way for things to be.
But
She looks at her feet, little golden sandals covering her toes.
What? Tell me there's something good.
I don't know why I said but. There is no but.
It's it.
That's it, yes. We've talked about it a million times. You will get over it. Just
Lily,
like
I've
I
not
did.
gone over it.
People do. Things will get good for you again.
Where in hell? Stop. You're only making it worse for him. You never help with anything.
Maybe I've reached the end of the investigation.
See? It just takes some time. For you, I think it'll take something like 20 years, maybe. It was hard for me, too. I used to think I couldn't live without you.
It looks you straight in the eye. Her irises are light blue.
But I can.
She keeps her shoulders squared and her back straight. But it's clear you're still making her sad. It's not. It's just not possible. It's like eating rocks. You just can't do it.
Innocence, Louis Ray. Day. Sorry I made you sad.
It's okay.
Okay then, super okay. Doesn't have to be like this. Maybe we could try again.
No, Harry. We can't.
Why?
We already tried again, and it didn't work.
Is that how it is now? We should just
I
try
don't
all
know
good
if I should
things
give up.
twice and then
Or
give up.
not.
By that logic, not you too.
Okay, I won't ask anymore.
She does not seem relieved at all. Glances over her shoulder, then at you. The neon sign of the video rental glows behind her.
Oh God.
I have to, Harry. Really, I've already missed the 8:30. I'm gonna go now.
Lies, sire. She cannot but love you. She has said so 100 times.
Drama.
Okay, understand.
No, you don't. You're just being a martyr. And I'm really going now. The time is up. I must be on the 10:20 flight.
And
No.
Yes.
We ever see each other
I
again.
won't see you, but you will see me.
How can that be?
Oh, Harry. This is a dream. Can't you see? I'm already in Morova by now.
yeah.
Who knows how long ago this happened? A year?
I will not appreciate no as an
2,
answer.
5 years ago?
That's because I'm a drama bill.
I'll I see you again then.
Right here, tomorrow night. Once this dream starts happening, it keeps happening. 3 times a week, at least. And Harry, it really, really looks like it started happening again. There's the video rental. I'm suffocatingly beautiful. And young. And I smell of tutti frutti chewing gum. Like I did that time when I asked you for forgiveness. After leaving you the first time. So long ago.
This is intolerably bad.
Oh yes, this is real darkness. It's not death or war or child molestation. Real darkness has love for a face. The first death is in the heart, Harry. See you tomorrow.
That's why Harry resorts to the drinking and drugs. Hey, Kim.
You're up quick. How was your sleep?
Actually, it was total annihilation, King.
I did not want to wake you. Perhaps I should have? Was it a job dream?
No, an ex-wife dream.
The lieutenant nods solemnly.
Let's solve the effing case.
Are you sure you're okay? You thrashed around and you bolted up, half covered in blood from your wound.
My sleep was deep and invigorating.
Of course. I was just thinking maybe you've torn your stitches. Are you ready to move on?
Go over the entire island, centimetre by centimetre. That's the next step in the task chain.
Okay.
Reply
He's still
simply.
worried. You must have really thrashed and squealed in your sleep.
Okay, I put nothing into this, but I feel like we need some pain threshold now. After all the checks we keep failing about it. I feel like we need it. What? Right.
You see a small metal door nested
Right.
inside a larger one. A heavy steel
Lots of
blast
pain in your
door.
future.
There is a conventional keyhole above the handle. It's very small.
On the other side.
Another part of the island, probably. The lock looks like it could still be usable.
How do we open this?
Maybe this is one of the doors we don't open?
Find us not opening it, highly unlikely.
All right, I retract my statement. It was naive. Let's look around and get it open.
Okay. I might need to fill that with fuel and turn it on.
Green paint flecks off the monoblock aluminium cabinet. There are rows of switches on the front panel, a frequency band, and even a keyboard. The keys rattle like teeth. This keyboard hasn't been functional in decades.
Does it mean?
The console of an antique computation device. The generator upstairs, with wires coming out, they terminate here.
Let's open the glass
Possibly.
door.
Urgence, ouvert, allumé, radiodiffusé.
Okay.
It sounds like this device was used to control the electronics here. Maybe it still does.
Sure. Okay, let's give that a go then. I reckon this is what we fill it up for.
The lieutenant assists you, holding the canister up to
Oh,
the fuel
I forgot
tank
we even had
as you
this fuel
tilt.
canister.
Dark brown, viscous fluid pours out, and the room
Wow, we
fills
really keep
with
this for a
chemical
long time.
smell. There's a red starter switch on the side
Luckily, I
of the
never sold
cylinder
any of my
and a
items.
start rope on the other side. The lieutenant flicks the switch.
Pull it up.
The recoil start wakes the old generator up. The machine sputters like an old warhorse before settling down to a rattle.
That should do it.
Okay. And away we go.
A dim
It's on.
Let's
Turn
try
emergency open.
radio
The dial
dial.
slides under the dusty glass, dark and silent, despite the power being on. You make out defunct stations on the UKV frequency. The words
Fouled
"Felled
insula."
Insula" are written on the band. An idea lights up in your head.
Maybe we could contact sooner the programmer lady. She could open the door for us remotely.
This is an air-gapped system. Off air, I think they call it. That won't work.
You sure?
No, I'm not. But it would not be very good military technology if programmer ladies could control it remotely.
Okay,
also,
fair.
it's ancient. Incompatible.
Light.
The lighting in the room turns on with a
Nice.
sizzle, a dim ambient orange.
Open.
The blast door opens with a series of clicks. A shaft of light appears, then widens as the light shines in.
It's opening. Very slowly.
After you.
There.
I don't know.
What if we get into another fight?
Don't worry. I have a gun.
He takes out his sidearm, checks the barrel, then holsters it again.
Also have a gun.
I know. It was...
Go.
What about this door? Reload experiences said during weekend? No. Not with your 4. The real outside. I don't know if I should explore first or... Nah, there's no way he's outside. If we're looking for... Hmm. Wait, unless I can go up here. Oh, that's another fuel canister.
There's a rain-soaked mattress
That is
on
really
a concrete
sad.
slab, only half covered by the crumbling roof. At the head of it, double embrasures, firing slits, like two eyes in the wall.
This looks like a good place to aim from.
Lieutenant looks around. He steps close to his hand on his gun. Speak the
A
mattress.
single-person mattress, modern, civilian use. Brand name, Marjorie. There's a fuel stain on the cover, along with cigarette burns, and an empty can of beans on the ground next to it, filled to the brim
Beans.
with cigarette butts.
Take one out of the
The
can.
silhouette of a tobacco picker adorns the paper filter. The brand, Tio Moteri. Contemporary Revacholians prefer Druan, a local blend from the southern islands, or Astra, the legendary cigarette from Grad. Tio Moteri is favored by older men for its paper filter tips, sweet smell, and added tar.
All the same brand of cigarettes extinguished in Land's End.
Could be a coincidence. Or the same person has visited Land's End and here. I didn't see any signs of smoking inside though. If people live there, they keep it tidy. This here may also be a smoking spot.
There's
Whoa.
a firing slit in the wall in front of you, like a little window. The springs screech
I
as
guess.
you lean on the
I can see the
mattress
whirling and
crane
rags.
your neck to look out. Trepidation, a tingling feeling in your stomach. A small piece of Martinez coastline opens up in the square in front of you, like a tiny landscape painting. 1 kilometer across the water, the ruins look familiar.
Left.
A towering skyscraper, its top floors shaved off by artillery fire. Capeside apartments. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33A and 33B.
On the right.
The red chimney and collapsed back of the 4-story tenement in front of the whirling in rags. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 10. The doomed commercial area.
In between the two.
The box-shaped silhouette of the whirling in rags. Its sloped roof, a tiny fleck of light catches your eye on the rooftop. Sunlight reflecting off the upstairs window of Clausia's room.
Here it is.
Do you have a line of sight to the window?
More than that.
Yeah, and with a pair of binoculars, I'd be able to see inside the room.
A pair of binoculars? Or a scope of a rifle? You'd be prone, lying on a mattress,
Yeah.
barrel resting on the embrasure. I think we have it. The origin of the shot. This is the sniper's nest.
He pats you on the back. 3 small pats in a row.
Affirmative.
Why didn't we come here before?
Why? We don't go everywhere in a 1,000-meter radius of the crime scene. That's not procedure.
Right.
He looks north over the fortification.
No
Then
point beating
at the
ourselves up over all
mattress.
the people.
Then again, his face twitches.
Ooh.
He's conflicted for a second. There's guilt there. It takes him a moment to rationalize it away.
The shooter still be here.
Where?
Silent.
He does not answer, just nods. With his back hunched, he looks around once more and says,
We should move now.
Oh, some hell. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Bump up the old pain threshold. Yup. Yup, yup. Yup, yup. They cross the water now.
a strange feeling looking at the water. Maybe you should just wander off into the sea, leave it all, and walk in.
No. Not considering those thoughts. We are not internalizing that. I refuse. I sure do. Yup. Oh, what's this? Oh boy, I have 9+ magnesium now. Yay. Let's go. What is this? A rubber dinghy. Or white flowers blossom all around you. Those are what was the in her bedroom.
An old man wearing tracksuit trousers leans on the frame stock of his rifle. He gathers a big ball of spit in his mouth, then spits it out
Here's the
into
rifle.
the extinguished fire before him. He raises his black eyes, hooded by creased eyelids, to meet yours, unclouded by cataracts. His eyesight is sharp. He's practically tearing up from spite. Hatred got the best of him a long time ago. This man hates everything.
Yeah, I need you to put that gun down so we can talk further with the police.
The lieutenant pulls his pistol from the holster.
You are a glorified night watchman. This is a service rifle. I can only lay it down before an enemy commander of corresponding rank.
Well, yeah, I don't think we're pulling that off.
The lieutenant aims his pistol square at the man's forehead.
Put it down now, sir.
Or you're gonna blow my brains out before you question.
Good, I would have failed that.
To hell with it. It's a walking stick anyway. It's out of bullets.
Your man lays the rifle down carelessly, then looks at it lying there.
Like an amputated limb in the sand, he stares on, his wrinkled mouth moving without a sound. A strange sadness, like a song.
You say?
The future teaches you to be alone.
The present.
Reason.
The present to be afraid and cold.
Your man pulls back the hood of his plastic cape and looks up in the sky. Blue-gray, the same color as the sea.
Those words features you.
Real music. Real brilliant kult. That's La Revacholière, not your rock and roll misanthropy. Chanson de soldat of the black and whites.
What is La Rochelle?
It is the anthem of the world revolution. One of 3. In Grad, they sang Brave Children, favorites of history. And in Sinyao, it was some Samaran shit, I guess.
How does it go, the song?
How did it go?
He looks at his gun on the ground and shakes his head slowly.
Something about shooting rabbits. I don't know. I can't remember. It doesn't matter. It's gone now.
He waves erratically with his hand, annoyed that he can't remember. A little tremor passes through him. It was dear to him. He resents forgetting it.
I'll pick up
His
the gun.
gaze follows your motions. The rifle feels surprisingly light in your hand, frame stocked and patched in places with tape and wire. The rifle's in a shabby state, like a crutch that's seen too much travel. Hieroglyphs are embossed into the forearm, made of walnut. On the butt, you see Vespertine writing, burned into the wood. Triangon, 4.46 millimeter, made
It's
in
the ammo.
Sinyao.
This uses jacketed ammunition.
The right type and the right calibre.
And nods, glancing at the
He's
gun.
liking this.
Rai Gong, man, San Yao.
No one said it has to be a Belmagrave. We were just guessing.
From ballistics, it could easily have been a Triangon, too.
It doesn't matter if it was made in Shanti Shanti. All it has to do is use jacketed ammunition. And it does.
The old man keeps following your motion with his gaze. His right arm twitches suddenly. This looked very much like the murder weapon. It could be used against him to get a confession in time.
By you.
My name is Josef Lilianovich Dross, Political Commissar of the 114th Anti-Aircraft Division of the 4th Army of the Commune of Revachol. I am a deserter, a partisan, and a prisoner of war. This is my termless surrender.
His eyes turned to the reeds again, didn't
The
dull.
commune of Revachol? Do you mean the ICM? Your holdover from the...
From the Insular Indian Citizens Militia, the army of the revolution. I was recruited in Jamrock in 07, trained in the École de Contrôle.
I mean, like, it was clearly him. I just...
to emergency defense duties in 08. I left
This is
my
just a
unit
random
on the
guy.
eve of the landing.
Like, with no connection.
When I
I'm trying to work
returned
out
here
why he
on
did
May
it.
14th, the commune had fallen. Still armed and
You know?
ideologically trained, I wrote a criticism of myself and resumed partisan duties.
51 minus 8 equals 43.
Been on silent for 43 years.
No. I've been on other islands, too. I was an Resurrection until they turned it into a spa in 18. Then I was an E-48, a nameless sound, until the sea washed over it. Then I came back here. That was 22 years ago.
Yikes.
And you've been hiding here for 43 years.
43 years and 10 months.
It's the length of my entire life.
It's too long. It's not how a human being should live. But I couldn't just forget what I saw.
What have you been doing during all this time?
Hiding, fishing, waiting.
He looks across the water.
Always waiting.
What?
For her to return.
Her who?
Girl child. Revolution.
I'm afraid she's gone.
The material base for an uprising has eroded. The working class has betrayed mankind and themselves. The historic opportunity for a revolution has passed. It will not come back anymore.
I don't know what to say to this
However hard I
guy.
try, whatever I do.
What has he done? Perhaps a confession will lighten the load.
What have you done then?
Yes, what? To get things going again? Fan the flame?
There is no flame to fan. There is nothing left of the world, of our dreams.
You said you deserted your unit.
I was just 16 years old, 15 when I volunteered. I had a lapse of faith. And of courage, too.
Lapse of faith.
You could say I misunderstood the historic role of the proletariat and thought Mazovian socioeconomics were fallible. For a second, I doubted the irreducible laws of historic materialism. A second is all it took.
What?
For reaction to take hold.
Reaction. Right.
It's the same thing. You haven't seen it. Not really. Not naked. It's impossible not to be afraid.
It remains unclear what it is. He makes leaps he doesn't expect you to
What?
follow.
And this was... when?
Lieutenant simply looks to his notebook, but does not take it out.
May the 13th, 08. 44 years ago. The horizon was black with coalition airships. Their petroleum rose to the sky, and it looked like it formed the clouds. Storm clouds. When they started shelling, it was dark magic.
Dark magic.
The combined might of international capital. All at once, all the greed and terror in the world tore into Revachol. It lifted streets from the ground and turned houses into ghosts. We were in the flak tower,
Gestures towards
huddled
it.
on the floor. The artillery was 80 kilometers away in Ozon, but I knew the commune would fall. We would all be turned into ash. So I said I was going to the map room.
It looks ceased.
Well then.
I ran. I climbed the chain link across the water and hid inland, in the bunkers underground, like the weakest of the weak. A mouse, frightened of the ordnance all night, and the sound of the rotors in the morning, whirring.
He looks at the sky.
What's that?
Airships. I climbed out into hell. The landing was complete. The chain was submerged. I had to swim back. The fortress was half submerged too.
I don't know what to say to
Shattered.
this guy.
They'd all drowned
what?
in the lower levels or got torn to shreds above. The anti-aircraft
I don't
gun
really
had
care, man. I just
malfunctioned.
want to arrest you now.
So had I. I left them without ideological direction. It was real. I'd seen it. I'd seen it in reality.
In what?
The mask
I have to
of
let him talk to get the
humanity
confession
fall
out.
from capital.
You know?
It has to take it off to kill everyone, everything you love. All the hope and tenderness in the world. It has to take it off just for 1 second to do the deed. And then you see it, as it strangles
River.
and beats your friends to death. The sweetest, most courageous people in the world. You see the fear and power in its eyes. Then you know.
What?
That the bourgeois are not human. I had to fight it. I had to never stop.
What?
You see, this is your termless surrender.
You're with the RCM, the coalition-appointed mob that enforces bourgeois morals in Revachol.
That's right, we're the good guys.
Murderers. You're the RCM. You represent the Moralist International. The enemies of humanity who took this city. I represent their adversary, le Parti Communiste Insolent. Take me to them as a prisoner of war.
Okay, man.
Relinquish my weapon. I can no longer serve. No superiors can relieve me of my duty. You bulldoze them all to a mass grave for trying to free humanity.
His hand shakes and he breaks into
Spray
a
of
coughing
blood
fit.
from his mouth on the black charcoal in the fire pit. Rene, the royalist on the coast, said,
You've assigned the Rivasholian instrument of surrender.
Liberal reactionaries signed that instrument. Traitors who should have been burned alive. I answer to the Communist Party.
Is that part of why you've been here all this time? Because the party didn't surrender?
he just wipes the blood from his chin.
I don't think you did. You live in a delusion. Radio shows.
I mean,
speed
I guess I don't
racing,
really
and
care about
sporting goods.
this
It's
stuff.
not real.
I have another serious question.
There's nothing serious in this world. It's a farce.
What have you been using this gun for?
I've used it for killing people.
Killing people?
It's a gun. That's what they're for. You want a moralist euphemism? Defending your family and your
Yeah.
property. I haven't done that. I've used it to kill people.
Interesting. During or after the war?
We're still in the war.
There is no after the war.
Yup.
Class war is never over.
So he's continued killing after hostilities ended. Okay. Okay. Go in straight. No euphemisms.
Got
He
it.
doesn't like those. No. Be careful now. Slow and steady does
Okay,
it.
I'm getting
Make
different
him repeat it first.
sets of instructions here.
Don't mess this up. Remember, he wants to tell you. Get personal.
Hey, which one do I say then?
Nothing comes to you. Silence. His black eyes look at you.
Yeah, I think he would like be going in straight.
Did you use that gun to shoot and kill a colonel of the security contract?
The who now?
He leans in and cups his
He
ears.
heard you. He just wants to hear you say it again. This is dramatic flair on his
Yeah.
part. Right choice. We're in. Do it, sire.
Fascist death squad who took a bullet in the mouth on the night of March 4th.
Oh, yes. That one. Ugly piece of work, that boy.
Did you kill him?
Lieutenant takes his son step toward him.
I am a son of a welder.
Here's our
and an
confession.
officer of the commune of Revachol. I do not collaborate with murderers and pederasts of the liberal regime.
A drop of blood in the saliva. Exhaust him with proof. Pile it all on him. Get a confession. The scent of blood in the air. But what else? There was something you can't remember. Something about the tracks. Suddenly, all those tracks are so confusing. Go with something else first.
You've done the ballistics. What came from this island?
I saw you poking around there, looking for evidence. You're damn diligent when it comes to dead fascies. Did you like the view?
You had direct visibility. There are embrasures in the concrete, specifically meant for a top follower to use. And you had a long-range rifle in your possession.
Nice, Ken. Lieutenant softens his voice.
You've been here a long time, Mr. Dross. Too long. You need medical aid.
I'm ready to die. I've done my part.
He's practically admitting to it. Dead fascists for fascists. Done his part.
Did fascists. You admit you killed him.
You're sad for your fascia brother, aren't you? One twig got
I don't even know
broken.
why I need this
Now the
confession.
others are sad.
He waves his hand. There's a twitch, then one more in the right eye.
Almost. He almost burst out there. Keep piling arguments. Anything.
I need your cooperation. Got this.
Not a lot of guns around that use military-grade ammunition, are there?
It's a real gun.
The real gun.
Not like your little musketeer pistol. I've seen you prance around with that. Jumping hoops for the liberals. You look
Okay,
like
man.
imbeciles. Why don't you ask them to give you real weapons? Going against automatic rifles with these toy guns. Of course you got those boys killed.
I did because I didn't take
He
the
saw you.
shot.
He's watched it happen. So he saw you. Okay. So what? Don't let it divert you.
Stop changing the subject with the murder weapon.
You know what? You're right. I'm convinced this made the shot. Should we call it?
I'm calling it with the murder weapon.
Good.
The lieutenant takes out his notebook and draws a single line.
This feels good, doesn't it? Tearing things up like this. When you have the murder weapon, you have the killer.
Murder.
The old man does not say more. He just glances into the reeds, then twitches once more.
This pushed him, but not enough. Just a little.
Oh no. Well, what am I forgetting? Hit yourself inside the
Wait,
head.
here it comes. The goddamn Maybell.
Yes.
The dried Maybells on clouds.
That's what I said. We saw the flower earlier.
There were Maybells in the grass when you got here. They're revolutionary
But
symbols
how
for
did he
the
get
war.
those up there?
Nowhere else.
Oh my god,
Nowhere
was he
in
the one
all of
spying on it?
Martinaise have you seen them this spring? Wait, don't forget the footprints. The diagonal prints in the dust in the secret
Yes.
space behind Classia's bedroom. Now they're gonna come up.
Well, thank you, kid. Thank
You
you.
got it. Remember, the boot prints were like no modern soul. Maybe don't beat yourself anymore, though. You're not immortal.
You were Maybells behind the victim's shadow.
Damn Maybells. The whole island is turning white with them.
He seems tender suddenly.
Yeah.
Nostalgic even. A strange mood swing.
So many this year, too. The spring is coming. No, it's already here. Wash the filth away.
I haven't seen these flowers in Rouse and Martinez, only here.
They blossom on the islets before we fertilize them with our blood. Resurrection was snow white in May, before they ruined it. The coast, too, before they piled their containers on top of it, filled with broken, useless trash for fat-fingered bourgeois children to play with.
Yikes, dude.
You must get around a lot to stay undetected all these years. Do you know any secret paths? Pinball workshops?
I may.
Chris Truman passes his face.
Young woman in Claze, ringing bells, dried flowers behind her window.
Classier.
He knows her, but hadn't heard the name.
It's Glazier. You knew the name, had you?
My ears don't reach the city.
No, you're right. She had intimate relations with the victim, Vic.
With the victim.
He turns his sight from the winding field of flowers and falls silent. The muscles in his jaw twitch a spasm.
There is a small tremble. Looks like a smile. A crooked smile. Yet isn't quite voluntary. He's about to burst. Don't leave any loose ends. Get him on everything.
What brand boots you're wearing?
Everything is brands with you individualists. Who cares what brand my shoes are? Sansa.
He looks at his running
Some
shoes
shit.
covered in mud.
Show me the soles, please, Mr. Doras.
Fucking imbecile.
The old man stretches out a leg. Black and white spiral pen covers the sole of the worn-out running shoes on his
The
feet.
maker is called Sansarique, and the size is 42 to 44. These are not the unusual horizontal pattern soles you saw in the dust on the floor of the hidden room. They do, however, seem to be about the same size.
The size fits, but not the sole.
Wait, maybe simpler than that.
Sire, he doesn't have to be wearing them right now.
Thank you.
You'll change shoes. Doesn't mean you weren't there near the room and the victim died and sneaking.
Racking those brains, are you? Desperate to report something back to your masters? They must have really loved that dead fuck.
The lieutenant gives you a quick sideways glance and nods to acknowledge. The prints were his. You can see it in those eyes. He can't keep them from flickering, looking for something. The old man stares at his own prints in the ash around the fire. Silent suddenly.
Silent.
Some strange process within him.
Seagulls,
A
wind,
gush of
not
wind.
really silent.
Seagulls in the distance.
You know who he was. A coalition-trained murderer. Armored and armed. He wasn't human. The blunt end of a hammer. Dripping with blood.
He was awful, yeah, but...
He was a killer, but he was still under the protection of the law.
Beating us to the ground. Moaning with joy. You hounds get so thorough when a company-trained killer dies. I haven't seen you on this coast for 40 years. You know, maybe I should have killed one sooner. Got your attention. Now you stop beating druggies and prostitutes in your basement. Now you come to investigate. Not when they die by the hundreds.
He breathed through flared nostrils.
This is it. Shot him. Shot him. Say shot him, not killed him.
You shot him.
Oh, the inhumanity. One paramilitary less in Revachol.
You do. You can almost see him squeeze a tear out of his eye. His fist begins to tremble from the
The
anger.
lieutenant raises his right arm to hush you, while the lieutenant listens, holding his breath.
Hold my breath.
I had them in my sights. Both of them. Him and the whore. I was breathing with them, in phase, and I pulled the trigger and flew on the air until I landed in his mouth.
He begins to smile.
I didn't think I had a shot like that in me anymore. I did. I saw him kneel there with his mouth full of death, and that stupid look on his face. And his dick still in her.
What?
Nothing. I went to sleep. Next morning there were Maybells everywhere. The world was white, or what's left of it anyway. My last spring here. I knew the fascists would come to avenge their own, and so they did.
Mr. Dross, are you aware you're confessing to murder?
Lieutenant asks after a second of silence.
Yes.
A single word is all he gives.
And you were looking at them, the victim and a young woman, having sex, through the scope of your rifle that night, before you shot him?
Lieutenant takes out his notebook slowly. Very slowly.
The old man nods.
Why?
Because that's what they were doing.
Shrugs and smacks his lips.
The motive. This is where the motive is going to come from. You can coax it out of him. The lieutenant's preparing the ground.
I don't understand. Do you, detective? I don't understand this part.
Sorry, had to drink some delicious banana milk.
Why were you looking at me?
I'm always looking.
He cocks his head to the side, then turns his eyes to the city. Another trimmer passes his right side, lower in intensity.
Are you always looking through the scope of a rifle? I'm just trying to understand.
A rifle scope has the best magnification.
And if you don't like it?
Duff? No! Oh no! Wait, yellow? Green. Chat, am I back? It looks like I'm back on my end. Looking again? Okay.
You pulled the trigger?
Yes. Think of it as a form of critique.
He will not stop now. These dialectical materialist types never do. Exploit it. You got him going.
Don't mind it drops to yeah?
Connect every little piece now.
But
Wrap this up like a gift.
And it says I'm not.
Start with when he first saw him. It will give him a chance to ramble.
When did you first see the deceased?
3 weeks ago, when the rich hag came in on her galley. Her honor guard came in tow.
Joyce. He means Joyce.
By that you mean Joyce Mazer, the Wild Pines Rick.
Wrinkled up whore.
Moving on, the victim arrives sometime after her.
They moved into a deserted apartment above the roundabout. Radio equipment out for all to see. Reactionary radio playing, sloppy and drunk. I've
Typical
seen
cheers
their
and
kind
confusing
during the landing.
being delay.
Those Occidental
try
and
refreshing then.
Mesfalangs weren't conscripts.
I wonder if that fixes it.
Boys like us. They were whites. All they know is to destroy and hurt.
Whites?
Barely alive. They like to kill while they're on their drugs. After the landing, in the burning years, I would take shots at them. End them. The worst ones, if I had a bullet to spare. I could see they've returned now to show their real face. The face they don't dare show their bourgeois voters back on Mundi.
A
With
bourgeois.
their families and polyester clothes.
What specifically do you not like about what you saw the night of the murder?
Them. Fucking. I didn't like that.
So you were jealous?
Jealousy is a reactionary concept. I didn't like the Reaver enjoying himself. Drugged out, soothed in the arms of a young woman.
Wow, what a grumpy
I
old
wanted
man.
him to die so he could not enjoy life anymore. And I wanted to see his head explode.
It's just kind of
too.
gross.
She should know better than to hold a child murderer between her thighs. I knew he'd be there for one more second, writhing. That's all it takes for the bullet to reach his head. Now that I think of
Try
it,
restarting the host save
I
should
wasn't
help the
aiming for his
host.
mouth. I wanted his brains to spill out on her. But
Or both.
you can't have everything.
This man has seen past her,
Oh my god, it didn't stop.
like you did.
Why? I can't wait to get new internet. Just you and me now, YouTube. Just you and me now. I don't know what to do if it doesn't restart. Hmm. Okay. They ruined it. Yeah. Bizza rolled a d20 to stop the glitches and got a -4 on a d20. That's what killed it. Wow, I restarted it. It didn't help. But I restarted it like you said. Oh god, the cookies.
And now he longs to see her covered in blood.
Good feelings for that woman.
There's nothing to hold on to. Only this.
Sorry.
It's not enough.
No, I appreciate you trying to help.
The coals of his eyes glisten suddenly,
Your
like
internet
stones dripping with water.
by this time next week, I
Is he
promise.
crying?
Man needs to feel something else. In this fight, it helps if you have your eye on something there. It's weakness, I know.
One more thing about this woman.
Woman.
Well, suddenly.
And inexplicably, it doesn't go with his pained voice.
How long have you been watching her?
Since she came to Martinez. I saw her sneaking in the reeds
Glad to be in
early
soon,
in the
yeah.
morning, behind
Yep.
the Fell building. It was dark, still winter. She didn't have a skimpy outfit on then, just a spot in the night, moving.
Past the Fell building on the coast? What was she doing there?
Hiding something in the water. She had a fag after she'd done it. I was up in the ruins there. She couldn't see me, but I could see her, smoking. She was nervous, but not scared.
You think she hid there?
Her passport and tickets to Villiers. And from there to Cachet Brut.
In the free state of Seminine, hidden away at the edge
Yeah.
of the earth. Near
Okay, so it really wasn't the boy.
Is that the boy she told us about? You looked into it.
After she was gone.
Nods.
Did you keep what was in it? When we found the submersible, it was empty.
No. Why would I do that?
Aw.
I didn't need tickets to Villiers. I'd put them back. If I
Frickin'
wanted
it's
to
dropping
extort
again.
someone, I'd do better.
Give it a moment. I'm so sorry. Give it a moment. Little Bun One microwave. It seems fine. Hey, it's back.
This implies that he's thought about extorting her. Also, a little inconsistency here. He was surprised to hear her name Clausia before.
Oh, yeah.
Would he not have seen it on the documents?
Are you sure we checked the submersible? There's nothing there.
Why would I need that trash? I'm not going to Villiers.
A strange confusion comes over him from time to time. Some kind of aberration of the nervous system.
Seems fine now. Back.
You saw her name in the passport before you... I saw your name's Clausia. You didn't seem to recognize it.
It didn't say Clasia in there.
What did it say your name was in the passport?
It was something. I don't remember. It was dark that morning.
Sus.
I only remember her face on the photo.
Moving on, did you continue watching her after this?
I did. She had a face like an archipelago with those birthmarks. And a body hard and lean and bruised all over. Black and yellow. I could see she's taken a beating. I could see who she was, too. A spook. On the run. Revachal's the cloaca of capital now. All the bagmen and arms dealers end up here to do drugs and have sex like animals.
You could
Do
tell
they
she was
drink
a
delicious
spook
banana
from
milk?
the documents?
She had different color hair on the photo, and glasses. Forged. Some sordid bourgeois
Stuffed again?
affair. I've heard about this kind of thing on the radio.
He's setting it up for you. The bruises.
Drama.
You can't make that out in a scope.
And you can see her bruises through the scope of a rifle.
You can't see bruises through a scope.
Oh,
It's just a
footprints in the
blur.
dust. They've changed shoes for other people. How does he know those many details about her body?
It quickly comes to you.
The bruises on her body. Any chance you've seen them through a hole in the wall?
Oh my god, we only just passed it.
Oh, yes. Cutting those drugs of hers into little lines with a knife. Masturbating.
Did you make that hole?
With a clip point knife.
Ooh,
Good
this
for
guy's
listening in,
disgusting.
too, for hearing the moaning and the snorts.
See her through a window on the roof.
Like that, too. Yes.
I hate this
Bending
guy.
like a bow against the glass.
Been through the secret route behind the wheel and rags. Those are your footprints. Paint your shoes.
I've been through all of Martinez. Every nook and cranny.
That too.
Yes, that too. The things they
Wait,
did
can I
in
level
that
up?
little
I can
room.
level up
What
mid-conversation.
she'd do to feel good.
I knew you could do that.
Funny the way light works. You turn it on inside, and it gets so dark out, you can't see a man looking in. I learned that in the 20s, when they were still hunting me. I've seen people do some shit, but
Keeps shaking his head.
Those two took the cake. You hear the familiar scribble of the lieutenant's pen. A quick glance at you.
How did you get in there? The hidden pinball workshop.
I can just walk in the hostel now after a good wash. They all think I'm an antisocial, a vagrant. Closing hour is a good time. The kitchen's empty then.
You had to open the steel door in the kitchen? How?
I got that open a long time ago. Some bourgeois game merchant lived there.
Game merchant.
I don't know, 15 years ago. He left spare keys all over, and I took one. Then I saw her turn the light on one
Ooh,
night.
I really don't want to hear this. He points towards a whirling and rags.
One more thing. The flowers, Mr. Dross. The dried flowers that were on the roof.
What about them?
There. He's already admitted to it. Just ask.
Did you leave the dried maybows behind her window?
I did. I shouldn't have. It was a mistake.
The trimmer passed to the right side of his face.
Why did you?
I was there one night, and she was crying, like a child, in the corner of her room, on the floor. I'd never seen her do that before.
When was this?
The day after I killed him.
Brought her maybows.
Yes. I don't know why I do the things I do anymore.
Neither does he. He lowers his head, like a sunflower on a withered stalk. In the silence,
Oh, what
the
a
lieutenant draws a
weirdo.
line in his notes, then nods at you once more.
By conclusion, it wasn't about him, it was about her.
Her.
He repeats, staring at the ashes, then the reeds. There's a twitch in the corner
The
of his eye.
lieutenant nods at you in acknowledgement.
Where is she, that Clasier? I haven't seen her there for days.
Arrested her.
Locked up with your masters, like I'll be. Maybe we'll meet? She kept staring into the scope, you know. In the end, like she knew. Staring at the island. The fort. Like she knew I was here. It doesn't matter.
He knew she knows. She was looking at the island, figuring it out. Day by day. Cigarette by cigarette.
We could get more. We've got him talking.
Who knows what he's seen and done over the years? You could get more out of him. He likes talking. Enough.
We even need more out of him.
Bend his arms behind his back and end this.
Jeez, what do I even want?
Been looking at anything else you haven't liked?
A tragic comedy. Druggies, prostitutes, and rentiers.
A strange little engine seems to fire up in him again. It straightens his back. The familiar put, put, put of hatred.
What specifically?
Specifically, the whole city is a charnel house. Stripped clean and draped
I'm telling you,
in
it's more
neon.
probably suggests you should go for more.
Martinez.
Yeah, but also, like,
Martinez
this
is
has
the
to be the
worst.
last interaction of the game.
Because of the racists. Everyone is a racist in Martinez.
Like, I feel
Their favorite thing to do in the whole
I'm
world.
not learning much more about him.
Listening to race-themed radio shows. In the ruins. In their lorries.
He points
Pump
inland.
full of steroids and Radio Revachol 92. Race this, race that. It's all sanctioned by that Social Democratic Union and the farce of a Social Democrat who runs it.
Yeah.
Yes, the fly larva in his container.
Yeah.
He let some nihilistic advertising yuppies erect a statue of Philippe III, a syphilitic murderer, on the town square, to spit on the working class.
Anything more?
No,
Not
don't
since
interrupt.
the serfs of ancient Pericarnassus has history produced a more inert social class than the Martinez proletariat. The rest of Revachol at least pretends to rebuild. These people still live in ruins. Intense, like
You
animals,
literally live in a ruin,
like
man.
those boom morons on the ice. A pity they didn't drown in that tent of theirs.
Oh, yeah! Super cool!
Hello?
The worst of them is the blood-drenched Sucrion on her yacht, licking her lips. The old whore's gone now. Her gun-toting porcelain men are dead. So, actually, no. The worst is that old cop parading around in his uniform, throwing balls all day. It's not enough that the racists and liberals are dancing
Oh, whoa,
on our
he
graves.
died.
The old loyalist
Hardcore
ghouls
reactionary.
still parade the ruins too. Every morning he's there, while the parasites he fought to protect are off in Ozon, or Quayamorang, or some other island.
Wow, he
they
really
built
hated
their
every
palaces
single
on,
person.
feeding on
Mondays.
drugs and having sex with their own children. That's all the rich really want. Sex with their own children. Throughout history, even the royal bloodline of the suzerain, it's all just an excuse for them to have sordid sex. At least that old cunt, Frisell, is now dead. We did good when we pushed him under that horse car. If only, in the 30s, those disco whores...
Don't make out a single word.
Disco whores are too much. Hatred shuts down his brain's language center, leaving only a nonsensical sputter. There was something about a statue and nihilistic advertising agency people. Might be worth investigating.
Something about stench in the roundabout.
Syphilis is a disease Philippe III contracted in a whorehouse. The statue is an abomination. The bacteria entered his
I mean, I
brain
feel
and
like I
made
know
him
this.
squander trillions on sparkling wine.
Yeah, we heard all this
cocaine,
already.
And monuments of himself. His son Philip IV, the insane, contracted syphilis in the womb.
You breathe in with a wheeze of hatred.
That is technically possible, although Philippe III was not actually syphilitic. He was just mad.
And he still went on to govern Revachol for 25 years. We lost 2 million lives toppling that mobile government. And those grotesque statues, too. Hundreds of them.
That's still there.
What a keen remark. Yes, it is, isn't it? It's still there. Do you know why?
Because the cynical advertising yuppies wrecked to the deconstructed version of it.
That's right. Some advertising cockroaches
Hey, I
erected
get
a
it, man.
cynical deconstruction of it.
I get it.
We tore it down with honest working-class plastic explosives. And there it is again.
Makes in
Dark as
disgust.
a bourgeois
Glad we talked about
establishment.
this now.
Glad. It's all gone.
Esif Lilivinot Stross, you're under arrest for the murder of Alice Cournier.
What? But you said I would be taken to the...
The sum of all the erratic movements,
Oh, that's working
fidgeting
class.
and mood swings.
Classic
he's
explosives. I love this.
Your wayfarer
That was a
rights
pretty
have
funny
been
lie.
suspended. Information provided to the officers on the scene will be used against you by the prosecution. You will be given legal counsel within 1 week and must face court in 44 days. Do you understand? Do you understand?
But...
Gotta stand, sir.
No, I don't want to. I have to stay here.
He looks at the reeds, eyes submerged in growing terror.
He's sweating. Beads are forming on his forehead.
He's not gonna come.
Your confirmation is not required, sir. Now on to the boat.
Wait. Damn
He
it.
thought you heard something, but it's just the reeds.
Maybe we could all fit in there.
Does it have room for three?
Not really. We could escort him to the pier, then either one of us can take him inland while the other stays here.
No.
But then, who watches him while you're coming back here?
He watches him while I come back for you.
You come back for me? How about I go and send a boat back for you?
What is this farce? This is a fucking farce. I can't.
Lillian, you could ask her maybe.
Maybe I can just ask the nitpicker to watch him.
This is no harmless old man.
Lieutenant shakes his
This
head.
fucking world. This world. What is this?
Below the confusion and rage, a fit of day of jamais vu like yours. What passes, more pressing matters take its place.
No, listen. Listen now.
I tried listening and I failed. Is there like someone in the bushes?
I could come back to you once I've taken him to the precinct.
Okay, how about I take him to the precinct and you wait on the island?
I'll do it. Let's not get into this.
This world. What are you talking about? Is this... us?
The wind is cold from the east. Your skin is crawling suddenly.
What is happening? No way. It's
A
real.
delicate tangle of arms and legs unfolds from the reeds.
It was real this
limb
whole
by limb,
time.
to then just stand there, moving its scythe-like arms in ghostly silence.
What is that?
What are you talking about?
The old man looks to the reeds near you.
Giant stick insect.
There's nothing there.
He looks
The
confused.
stick insect is over 3 meters tall.
It has an
looks straight
icon.
at you with its tiny pinprick eyes and its grotesquely small head. You feel your legs shaking under you and your gun hand rise instinctively.
It is, I see it.
Tell me what you see, damn it. I can't make out one small thing in the reeds.
Kim, can you see it?
I can see it.
4 simple
He can
words.
see it.
Thank God. If he can see, then you're not insane. But that means it's really there, spinning slowly, in absolute silence. Its
What?
limbs long and slender.
Be very, very careful.
The lieutenant whispers and takes a step towards a giant arthropod.
The creature stands on long stilt-like legs.
I'm
antennae
losing
hanging
my
from its
mind.
head like a woman's hair, white and curled at the tips. It is no more than 5 steps away from you. The segmented antennae move with apprehension, searching for something that's not there. Reed-like tufts stick out of its joints. As the insect moves its forearms, it produces a faint hiss.
Oh,
like
okay.
a reel-to-reel machine spinning after the tape breaks.
Oh my god, chat. Lena's child experience. Your corpse will be marked by stars. And I laid the pheromone on thick. Les Kim isn't real. Don't say that.
Slowly, with your breath held, you take 2 small steps toward the phasmid. The creature lets out a series of ultrasonic clicks that swarm around your head like swallows. Like laughter, a sort of happiness. Sweat drips from your brow.
The F 3.
Soak in your chest. You reek of it. Your chemicals. The tracheal system.
Yeah, I mean, I only failed on a 1.
Expands in front of you
Hey, Pike.
to take in and expel air. It's
Mr. realest guy that ever has ever been. Telling
hissing
me.
and clicking, it extends its mandible-like antennae to greet you. You're right below it now, looking up at the colossal chitin of its white limbs. The head of the creature is crowned by reeds, and its eyes are like small droplets of water.
It smell me.
Maybe it is real. The pheromone.
Lieutenant's mouth is a gate.
The insect's head is crowned with reed-like scales, the shape of seed heads. They rustle as the air moves. The ventricles at its abdomen continue expanding, like lunglets, breathing you in, your sour, greasy semiochemicals on the breeze.
Raise my
The
hand
insect
slowly.
stops its stridulation, seeming to observe you. Below its crown of reeds, little pinprick eyes detect motion, glittering. The world stands still around you. Suddenly, there is silence.
Raise the other hand
As
too.
you do, the invertebrate comes to life, its limbs moving independent of each other, as if each has a mind of its own.
So
they are
weird.
white, like stalks of porcelain, knitting above you, praying to you.
Right, pray.
Unwittingly, the insect continues its stridulations. As it moves,
Is this
tufted
gonna,
like
like, kill me
structures
now?
still pretending to be plants, rustle along on its joints. Perhaps it is preparing to eat its god.
Okay, Tim, take the pick.
Okay.
The slow ring a meal, Lieutenant slides the lens open and raises it to eye
There is
level.
no change in the insect's motion while it's being aimed by the camera. It remains fixated on you.
In 3. If it moves, you jump back. I'll shoot. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
The shrill flash of the camera cuts the air like the
Wow.
blade of a sword. The phasmid freezes
We got
in
a
its bright
picture.
light. Head turned toward the lieutenant, hypnotized by the flash. It stands frozen before you.
I got it.
Got
A
it.
shudder pulses through the creature's limbs. It jolts back to life, like a record continuing.
I'm really
where
worried
it
it's gonna
left
eat
off,
me now.
in a swaying, praying motion. Even the small black pearls of its eyes do not stray from
I'm
you.
really worried it's gonna eat me.
Something stirs in the insect as you begin to back off. It seems to also take a step back. Something tells you the next time you engage and disengage, it will probably flee. The arthropod follows you with its antennae. As you back off, the cracks and hisses of the tape that's come to its end grow more distant.
Okay.
What is it? What do you want from me? I can't go.
Something is very wrong with him now.
Right there, can you see it?
He doesn't finish the sentence. 1 liter is all he can produce. His arms are numb and he stares at them.
Nothing is what he tried to say. There is nothing. Only the reeds for him. The reeds and devastation.
I'll leave you be for now. You
Yes.
reckon?
I mean, what do we do now? Yeah, investigate till no longer there.
Hissing and clicking.
Well, I'm
but
here and I
after
really know who I am.
No reply. A total ancient silence comes from its mouth, along with what appears to be some kind of foam. The stridulations of its limbs continue all around you. You were right. Little bubbles form on the mouth parts of the creature, on its segmented lower lip.
I don't like that it's foaming.
Slowly. The foam is white, then yellowish. The faintest smell like you've never felt before, like burnt roses.
If it's foaming.
Careful. It may be poisonous.
Lieutenant watches you
The
apprehensively.
foam slowly turns a darker shade, like
I really
burnt
don't like
caramel,
this.
as the
I don't like
insect
Buck.
moves its mouth parts, masticating. The little bubbles begin to burst, one by one, letting out that same smell, like summer burning.
I mean, does not give off phasmids, there isn't parthenogenesis, no nothing? Tell me what you're doing.
I exist.
I really hate this. I exist too.
Tell me what it's like for you.
I tell you what will
And I
happen.
will tell you what it's like for me.
For me, it's fire burning.
Fire? Where?
The horizon, pale fire. The thing we both see thing is coming to an end.
That is your problem. Nothing ever ends for me. There is only room for 2, maybe 3 pictures in my mind. For me, it is a series of half-lit images. A kind of darkness.
What is happening?
Being intruded upon. Transient, dim, moist.
So what if the next picture doesn't come? This creature is not the photographer, just the camera.
Rooted upon by what?
Shapes of plants and animals. And internal sensations. A swarm of sounds. Tiny vibrations on the inside of my forearms. All speak of complexities totally beyond my understanding. I am at the end of a narrow funnel. Weightless. So light, it only feels like something to be me. In truth, perhaps I'm nothing. I certainly do not have a soul. And if I did, it would never burn.
The frick is happening to me right now?
I don't know. You're just a shadow for me. Far away, faintly transmitting. But for a curious smell.
Glad to be me, an incredibly sensitive instrument.
Few of us can begin to imagine the horror of you. With all of creation reflected in your forebrain. It must be like the highest of hells, a kaleidoscope of fire and writhing glass. Eternal damnation. Even when you're sleeping, and when you wake, you carry it around on your neck, with eyes open that cannot help but swallow more behind the mirror. I feel great, mute empathy for you.
It was weird starting to get this. I'm keeping my shiz
That
together.
must be incredibly hard. The arthropods are in silent and meaningless awe of you. Know that we're watching. When you're tired, when the vision spins out of control, the insects will be looking on, rooting for you. And when you fall, they will come to raise you up. Bud from you, banner-like, blossom from you and carry you apart in a sky funeral, in honor of your passing. But not me, because I'm just a leaf eater.
Detective.
I say goodbye. I have no more thoughts. That was all.
There is one more.
All the creatures I met, you're the most beautiful.
Thank you. I also have one more thing to say to you. That woman, turn from the ruin. Turn and go forward. Do it.
What?
For the working class.
You're a communist as well? What woman?
You cannot lie to me. Behind you, it smells of fires. So awfully far you were prepared to go in her presence. And it.
I will.
She was middle class. It doesn't take a 3-meter stick insect to tell you that.
As you're turning away, the phasmid mirrors your movements, stepping on the water, the long limbs carrying its feather weight without breaking its surface.
I'm so confused. Are we done now?
And just like that, it's gone, skating away across the sea's calm mirror like a skipping stone, leaving nothing but circles on the water. And something under it, in the place it stood, bobbing there, among the reeds, a collection of items.
It's gone.
Lieutenant looks north with his hand raised to his brow.
Welcome water?
Apparently, yes. Like a water strider. Only, I've never seen anything like that in my life.
That and the reeds.
Looks like a nest of some sort. We should have a look.
Yeah.
What now?
Your man behind you repeats suddenly. He put his hand into his dash. It's dirty and black.
In some kind of strange, semi-catatonic state.
Our suspect is not looking so good. We need to check on him.
I don't know why we got distracted. Here, with the helmet, rifle scope, Blaze's passport. What?
This passport, issued.
Classius hidden documents. From the empty boy.
Look at the photo.
It's Clausia, with short black hair and glasses. She looks boyish, younger somehow, an old photo, before life came and did what it does.
What was this doing in the Phasmid's
Maybe
nest?
our man, Mr. Dross, took it from Classius, or whatever her name was. Hiding place, or...
I think the Phasmid took it and I sensed it do so. I saw something open up the boy with spindly legs.
Like a magpie? What a coincidence. Then it would also have collected the other objects, which would be highly unusual.
By now, the lieutenant has accepted your unusual methods.
I can see how the helmet could wash up on the island. And the scope. Maybe Mr. Dross lost it. But to seek this out would be very unusual behavior for an arthropod.
Would it? Maybe it was simply curious.
Maybe it was curious like an octopus.
An octopus belongs to a very different class. It's not even an insect.
I'm
It's a mollusk.
so confused.
But yes, I see your point.
That is... They're in Elysium.
She said it would be for Anouk Meyer-Smith.
Catalina Alazia was supposed to be her real name, where Clausia comes from. Remember? God damn it. I told you she kept on lying to you. She's probably lying to someone else right now. Another detective.
Catherine Laze was supposed to be her real name. She lied to us.
Yes, somehow she managed to lie to us. One more time. In a way, she's still lying to us right now.
What's her real name then?
I don't know. But it was not Katarzyna Alasia, or Anouk Meyer-Smith, or Classier. Whoever she is, when we get back, I need to warn our holding cells. We need to double the security around her.
Okay. You ready to go now, man?
What is it? What do you want from me?
Yeah, how can you not
I
see
can't
the
go.
Phasmid?
He stared at the reeds in full silence.
The man does not respond. He keeps staring, black eyes glazed over and bulging from their sockets. His gap-toothed mouth shaking.
Yeah?
With fear and longing.
Touch his shoulder gently.
The plastic cape feels coarse. A light shiver passes the man. Other than that, no reaction. He feels small and frail.
He's going into some
Bruh.
kind of psychomotor immobility. The good news is, this solves our transportation problem. Doesn't it, Mr. Dross?
The trembling mouth appears to sigh.
Between this and the broken tire he's used for a boat, I think it's safe to leave him here, while we go and get help. It will need to be medical first, I'm afraid.
We found some things in the Fedman's nest, Mr.
He
Joss.
stares into the reeds.
Helmet.
Nothing.
If Kuno kicked it into...
Passport.
No reaction. This is an old man. At last.
Did you take this?
There.
He hears us.
No reply.
You're right.
Try something else?
I lost.
He turns his eyes to the reeds.
He lost the scope. This site is...
Silence. You've gotten all you will. The plastic cape, the blacks of
I'm-
the strength is all gone out.
We should
Okay.
think about getting back to the mainland.
Yeah.
To
What?
get help. He'll be safe here, if we don't take too long.
Yeah. Feel like wait, it's scuffed. We'll be back in a moment. Let it cook. We good now, I think. I don't think we're good now. I don't think we're good now. Maybe we're good now. But yeah, chat, I feel like this ending has
skiff
just
is
gone on way
swaying.
too long.
We are done here.
The skiff rocks gently under your weight as you get in. The ride back is uneventful and quiet.
This is just not wrapping up.
But for the sound of conversation,
I like this game. This ending
there
is
is someone
ridiculous and I
inland
don't...
waiting for you. You reach
It's
the
just dragging
jetty
on.
and climb out of the skiff.
Where am I going now? Use the boat to return to the mainland. Done.
Look what the tide brought in.
Are you kidding
Harry,
me?
You're bleeding all over the place. You're half dead.
Whatever this is, it is completely unimportant compared to what you've just seen. This is the man with sunglasses from the Whirling in Rags. But where are his sunglasses?
Bye, you people.
Hello, Trent Heilerstein. I believe
You
we've
living
met
in
on
Sherry's
several
death?
occasions.
Yeah, I don't know,
I'm your
Court.
goddamn
Really bad
partner,
tonight.
Jean Vicomar, and this is your special task force. Or what's left of it. Special Consultant Trent Heiderstam, Patrol Officer Judith Minot.
Hi.
We've come to scrape what's left of you off the pavement.
Lieutenant Kim Kisuragi, Prison 57. We've just come from the island, where our investigation led us.
The scene is making even him feel as though he has to justify your actions.
We might need your help with something later.
Save
But this is
conversation.
clearly a departmental matter, so I'm going to leave you to discuss it among yourselves.
Thank you, Kim.
It's good to meet you, Lieutenant Kitsuhagi.
He says warmly, flashing the lieutenant the tiniest of
Letting
smiles.
the lieutenant know he shouldn't feel embarrassed over the shitstorm that's about to befall you.
What's this about?
Ari, we want to help you. Trent, I believe this is where you come in?
This is the horse-faced woman. I don't know why you named her that, but it was beyond idiotic. You should never address her using those words again.
Okay.
I don't quite know what I'm doing here. I was asked to participate as an expert. I think I need to manage your expectations a little.
Wait, this is
I'm
the guy
at best
with
an
the sun.
enthusiast in cognitive science. My background is in something else entirely. I engage in neurology on a merely theoretical level. In fact, I should probably get going.
No, Trent, it's too late. You're part of this shit now. What have you got to say for yourself, shit kid?
Shit kid. What an interesting moniker.
Where have you been all this time?
Where have we been? We've been fucking off as far as I remember.
Crosses his
You
arm.
told us to fuck off. You said we're cramping your style. Your detective god. Fuck everything. All we burn. Detect or die.
Why didn't you detect or die then?
Oh, you think it was cool you saying that? Aesthetic somehow? You were crying when we got here. Breaking things. You said we were going into the
What?
abyss. None of us wanted to
Who
see
are
the
you
abyss.
people?
So we fucked off. Like you told us to.
So Trent Hidslam turns out to be special consultant Trent Hidslam.
Yes, I'm Trant Heilestam. I never said I wasn't Trant Heilestam.
Hey, you're Trent Hidslam, special consultant. Got it.
I was asked to share my take on some of the more fringe
This just
academic
keeps
theories
going.
developed in Königstein in the 30s. For example, partial psychotraumatic.
Yeah.
He's here to see if you're insane.
Task
Yeah,
Force.
major
Refresh my
crimes
memory. Who
unit.
else is in it?
And, refresh your memory? It's a goddamn major
Technical.
Oh, fuck you. You're part of
Who's-
this shit show.
What does it do?
It's a major crimes unit.
The 41st isn't.
Let's move any bells.
The bells aren't ringing because you have brain damage. Trant, this is where you come in. How bad is it?
Well, he doesn't have visible tremors. He talks without slurring. He can drive a boat. He's standing, reasoning. All good signs, but complete retrograde amnesia. Episodic.
Meaning, you forgot both who you are and the definitions of money.
As displayed in the station call, our interactions with him, and I don't want to be a snitch, but also mine with him before when Harry did not seem...
Interesting?
Yes, interesting. I have my theories, but I would like to hear Harry's thoughts first. Harry, what do you think happened to you? Neurologically?
I think so. It said to me that I couldn't be me
psychologically,
anymore as a defense mechanism.
Psychotraumatic amnesia, Trant. I keep
Yeah.
my shit together.
But Detective Vigmer, he has blanked out before.
I have?
Yes, a couple of times. After.
So you don't remember?
Interesting.
Uh-huh.
So at first...
What do you mean?
Well, here's my theory. What if this is an absolutely normal reaction to the world we live in? Look at the ruins. The neon, hardwired to the free...
Okay, Trant, thank you. That's
He's not a cretin, and he is
Well,
able
now.
to...
Now nothing. Now we're just going to stand here.
Just stand
Yeah,
here.
yeah. Just
Really?
no. Now we discuss that.
Lie. Just bide your time. Ask
What?
something, then lie.
Oh, my motor carriage.
That wasn't me. It was stolen by traffic hooligans.
Oh well, if it wasn't you, for the
Oh, no.
record, you pressured us into getting it. You'll be. Don't answer that. Your badge, Harry. Show me your badge.
I got my badge right here.
In a rush to demonstrate your badge, your
Dolph-
eager fingers can't sustain a grip on the smooth plastic.
Okay,
And the
28% chance to grab this and look cool doing it. Nice. See?
Not today, badge.
That was unnecessary. I got the badge.
Yo, my badge.
And your gun.
I was unimpressed by the piece of plastic in
As
your
if
hand.
having your badge and gun. Yeah, you don't have that. Maybe you can philosophize your way out of it.
Yeah, I never got that back, did I?
I upgraded my gun to a rifle.
Upgraded it. I don't care about your weapon mania, Harry. I only care about your official sidearm, which you lost.
This is a Triangong 4.46. It was used to kill a man from nearly a kilometer
I don't
away.
care. Where is the gun the RCM gave you to kill people with? Where is that?
I don't have that. I don't have my
I
sidearm.
knew it.
This isn't code.
Oh, I would say it's very
I'm
bad.
not drunk. I haven't
You're
started
drunk
drinking
like
again.
So you forgot to...
He's wounded. It's been a long week, and he's handled an actual corpse.
Yeah, I've handled an actual corpse.
I don't believe you. You're drunk.
We've read the reports,
Rah.
Harry. Lieutenant Kitsuragis. We know.
I didn't intimidate her. It was a misunderstanding. She thought I was sent by the Laputa Matre.
Oh, well. If she... Or the fact that you're Everclear's little bit compared to the 8
Okay,
people.
He
yeah.
did everything he could. He did so at considerable risk to his person. Remember, he was shot. We stopped an execution, not a negotiation. The loss of life was minimal compared
Yeah, what
to
he
what
said.
Thank you for the input, Lieutenant Kitsur. You've spent the week with him.
On the case?
On Lieutenant Yofretor
Oh my god, what does Kim think about me?
Well, the drinking, the gun losing, also losing the badge. That's all true. Although he has not.
That's
been
right. We
drinking
didn't drink or do
unaccountably.
drugs once.
See?
1 week.
Then there's the superstardom.
I am a
He
superstar
likes
as well.
to, from time to time, allude to being a superstar law official. At first I thought it was a joke, but now I'm not so sure. He says
Okay,
disco
chill out
about
there, Ken.
20 times a day. It's worrying, especially considering his political views. Detective Dubois is, as you may know, a Mazovian socio-economist. He wants to liquidate the ruling class, which, again, for a police officer, is a little odd.
You should yell something.
It's not a good idea.
Yes, let's let the big boys talk.
Other still, he is also an ultra-liberal hustler
no.
who is always on the grind.
I'm always
How he
on the grind,
reconciles
chat.
these 2 points of view, I do not know. But he is vocal about both of them. And then there's the motor carriage in the sea, something I was not present for. But despite all this, he is a great detective, one of the best I have seen, in fact. He can talk human beings into telling him anything, and he doesn't stop. In all the time I've spent with him, he has not once stopped.
I mean, we did play
working on
board
the case.
games.
He is tireless, madly driven. Well, except that one time when he stopped to sing karaoke, which, by the way, I have to disagree with you, Mr. Vicmar, was a valiant effort.
Thank you.
He really sang his heart out.
Thank you.
Okay, he did something.
Other than that one time, he has tirelessly worked on the case, and he solved it. We have a confession, a murder weapon, and the perpetrator locked on the island right now, awaiting transportation. He apprehended a straggler who stayed hidden for 50 years, ever since the revolution, who's probably committed other murders over those years. Oh, and he also discovered a new species.
A new species?
A colossal stick insect. It was on the island, camouflaged as the reeds. It unfolded from
Loving
the reeds.
this.
I
Feels
think
good
we
to see
may
my
be dealing
decisions
with
matter.
the Insulindian phasmid.
He takes out the photo of the phasmid and shows it to the officers
No.
across the yard. The wind blows, flapping the glossy rectangle in his hand.
I better catch this.
You hear gasps beneath the howling of the wind.
As you can see, it's about 3 meters tall. In fact, we think it may be the largest land invertebrate ever discovered.
Say
Fucking
nothing.
hell is that? Is this somehow connected to the case?
The killer did not seem to be aware of the phasmid's presence. Exhibiting a strange, atypical dementia, he fell into a stupor after its appearance. He became near catatonic.
Yeah, the phasmid may have contributed to his mental state in some way over the years.
So it is connected.
I must say, this is absolutely extraordinary. I don't even have words for it.
Yes.
Yeah.
It really does make it hard to fire the drunk.
His tight eyes follow the photos Lucid and puts it away.
This is a very, very sad man who has just seen something that's made him forget his sadness.
Yo!
Now you make your case. Now is the time. Now or never.
It was also Dead Man on the boardwalk, a missing person I found.
Yes, yes. Fallen through a gap in a boardwalk. Drunk.
How'd you know I found him?
The body was transported to Precinct 41, our morgue.
What's happening?
I had Tilbrook and
I'm trying to
Mullins take
convince him
care
not
of
to
funeral
fire me.
arrangements and family stuff.
You're not the only cop in the world, Harry. This all comes back to us.
Still, good work with the missing person, detective.
I confiscated drugs from Kuno's dad.
Who's Kuno?
You don't want to know.
You're
Oh,
right,
not the
Lieutenant.
voices
I
again?
don't. You snorted the drugs, I know you did. It's alright. I mean, at this point, anything is but the drink.
I didn't.
The killer, Lilianovic Rose, we have strong motive for him.
Lilianovic. A revolutionary matronym.
No time for the straight motive, please.
Of course, excuse me. I just thought it was noteworthy.
He wasn't quite sure about the straggler before he heard this detail. It must have convinced him.
He wasn't quite sure about the struggle before he heard this detail.
He killed the Merc hoping to start a war between the company and the union.
And it worked? He got a war going?
Yes, until we stopped
Yeah.
it. He saw the mercenary as an ennemi combattant. There's plenty for prosecution to pick from, as far as motive is concerned. Also, we have
Yeah.
ballistics from the gun, matching the bullet found in the dead mercenary's head, and 2 officers on the scene that Mr. Dross confessed to.
It's a clean win.
Oh, it's way more than that.
Oh no.
More than that, a perfect folding mechanism, like Phasmid.
Perfect folding mechanism. Get over yourself, Harry. I can still smell the booze on the
Okay.
wind.
God damn it. Doesn't it ever leave? It is there, like in your bones or something. It will pass in time.
Also, the Phasmid was female, the reader it's
Female? What makes you think so?
You had to see it. It had the subdued colors of a female.
Yeah.
And the nesting behavior too, I think.
Incredible. Were there eggs in the nest?
Not
No.
as far as I could see. There were other things there, though.
And it gathered items in its nest, a helmet, a scope, and a passport.
Actually, you know, this would indicate it was a male. This is far from anything in my field, but I think such nests are called bowers. They are for attracting mates.
Could be male, actually.
Must be robust if it can move a helmet with its
Oh my
limbs.
god. It was after me. Right, you assume I'm gonna finish manga because you're still there? I probably won't be, but later, Ruru.
It's reproduced by path and gene.
As in cloning itself? What makes you think so?
Told me.
Mm-hmm. Then it wouldn't matter if it's male or female.
That
Okay.
makes sense.
Very interesting.
And mandibles that look like
Such
genitals, completely
organisms
white on
are-
the inside.
Yes, but also reed-colored.
Incredible.
This would really help with some of the...
Absolutely. This is great.
Without it,
You're doing good here. Perhaps
I did
only
not
for a
fix the
moment, but
strike.
Still.
I also looked in the mystery of the Doom commercial
I
area.
don't know what a Doom commercial area is.
Brutus saying is Lane 10, a commercial building where all business go bankrupt. I looked into
Why?
it.
That's not.
There was a fridge we needed and a possible witness.
Of course.
Okay.
Call it community outreach, right?
Did I fix the strike? I'll give it a go.
And I also fixed the strike.
How? It seems to be ongoing. I see red banners on the gates.
He didn't quite solve it. He cross-pollinated information between the company rep and Everhart, until the rep came to see that the union desires war.
At least
At
getting
which
through
point
this.
Mrs.
You did
Messier
fix it.
decided to...
I was supposed to end my stream half an hour ago.
What? Hand clear the terminal.
Oh, I just told some people some things. No big deal. Things are calmer now.
Sounds like you got played, Harry. Because you were off your tits on Al Ghul.
How do you know how cool?
It doesn't matter how we know about it.
It's not quite like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you say? Want to take this hot shit back?
I don't want to, but you discovered a new species and solved the murder.
Chunks.
So I have to. Jude,
Anything that ends the trial is okay with me.
Good nod.
Agreed. The public relations potential of this is too valuable to let go.
okay. We have vehicles in the square, and the perpetrator needs to be taken into custody. Let's go.
Now you will finally get to know who you are.
Wait, I have a few questions before we go. Who
The
am I?
man looks westward.
I don't really need to know. This is the last scene you're actually in now.
Jingling his car
I don't
keys in
believe
his
you.
pocket.
Yeah, am I dirty working for La Putre Madre?
No,
No, because the suspects seem to
you're
think.
too unstable to work for a mob boss. You're suicidal, Harry. No mob boss would take you.
Good point.
I assure you, I wouldn't consult for a corrupt unit.
He would immediately. I told
Okay.
you it's not that bad.
Syndicate Ragi, what will you do now?
Well, first I will go back to my station and write the most detailed report anyone has ever seen. It will have to be good to cover all these. Then I will have a serious talk with my captain.
About what?
Detective, we just stopped
What
a
are we now
small-scale
on my
war.
end again?
Something is happening to Revachol.
Why is it doing this? Like everything is so scuffed.
I don't know what yet, but it's going to be a hard spring for the RCM. We need to get ready, infiltrate, investigate.
Like with your... Wanna do that Station 41?
Talk to Captain Price? I'd rather not ruffle the feathers
Yeah.
of two captains.
My headphones actually just like ran out of battery or something. You serious? Why? Can't believe this. I can't believe my headphones ran out of battery at this point. I thought the stream would have been over. I can't believe this.
I mean, Biscate, come work in Precinct 41.
Work with Price?
This truly came as a surprise to him. Not a
Well,
bad
he wants to join us.
but
Flattered. Your Lieutenant Kitsuragi.
I would
Yay.
have to tie things up in GRIH first. But
And we also have a huge caseload, Lieutenant.
Grab a car battery to
Piles
headphones that way
need
they'll
to get
last
back to.
ages.
I do like the sound of that.
Hey, recruit Detective Kim Kitsuragi.
he's really considering it.
Pretty.
Good.
Fuck it, let's go. Trumprad is
Under the afternoon sky,
Okay.
the great district. You close your eyes and hear the dogs bark. Torsen? Yes. Really? Nick Gottlieb looks up from the list.
Wow.
I hear he's unstable. You say that like it's a bad thing. Captain Potomny Price gestures with a ballpoint pen. It's dim in his office, and the curtains are drawn. Harry's our man. He'll pull through. When he
Wait,
does,
I
he'll
fixed
side
it by
with the people.
swapping my freaking audio
Understood.
driver.
Gottlieb
My
returns
TV
to the
speaker.
list.
I hate this.
Minnow? Of course.
Wonderful.
It wasn't even
Then
out.
can we please just go back to Jamrock now?
I don't even know what fixed my... Hey, we're all friends again. Nice gloves, thank you. I got them almost right away. My final opinion of this game is that it was so funny. That being said, I can't in good conscience say that I liked the ending. And the person who actually did the murder after all of this was a guy you've never met, who had no connection to anything else. Just shot her because he was jealous. A lot of people don't really like the pacing of the ending. You still know who you are. This piece of information was supposed to be hilarious. It's such a drag. Like, I was so hyped for the Ruby ending, and then when it wasn't her, and we went back to town, I was like, oh, this is the ending. Like, the shootout. Like, oh, that's cool. And then I wake up in the shootout. I'm like, what? Like, yeah. It was connected to the revolution? Yeah. Okay. He could have been connected to the revolution and involved in the story. Like, I love the rest of the game. It's just, I don't know. And then, like, even on top of that, the phasmid. Like, I love the phasmid, but it just dragged. And what was I supposed to find out about myself? I feel like I know everything about my character. Yeah, I'm glad I played it. I would still recommend it to people, but like for reference chat, I've spent over 40 hours playing this. It's a long time. Over 40 hours. Thanks for streaming, Miss Bun. You're welcome. And hey, you know, I don't know what we're doing for next, but I guess we're playing Genshin Now update up until Persona 3 Reload episode, I guess. Yeah. I also want to play Minecraft. Like, Minecraft or some other chill game like that is on my list. There's a lot of stuff I want to play. Too many things, not enough time in my day. Okay, skip through this. Is there anything at the end of the credits? In this modern world we're in, I'm always like, I don't know if I can trust them not being anything at the end of the credits. Wow, there were a lot of people in this game though. Like a lot of people. I don't know if you're on spoils or not, but if not, I'm gonna say, if you ask who you are, the game makes fun if you're running in farm clothes. Okay, yeah. That's a good enough answer for me. It's still going. And how you deal with the kids. Right, I'm just gonna assume that there's no end credits. And say, hey, if you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe for whatever the next series is. The Wise Lady YouTube